Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tombs of Scoria. We are going to continue our battle from last week, but we need to sort of get back into the swing of things. We can't just hop right back into the battle. No one's head is in the game presently. So let's talk about some other things that are happening in the world. Let's just do a quick recap of what your objectives are on the main map. Where are you going? What's the point of this whole battle? What is happening?
The point is to Matava here, this little shithole of a country, who I'll remind everyone is a matriarchal slave state, is currently allied with Mystria, but not directly, but they're providing food and they're transporting their soldiers around to attack Drakus. So we're trying to get them out of the war, is basically what we're doing.
Yeah. They're basically Europe to Mystria's Ukraine to Drakus's Russia.
Hang on a
They are
minute.
Europe. Yeah, I was actually thinking that. I was going to say, no, Mystria is like Belarus.
Yes.
Yeah, because troops are
Yes.
being
No, no, no,
transported
no.
through them. They help Russia, but they don't actually contribute directly to the war. They're not like sending
No, no, no,
troops.
no, no. You guys are Russia. Mystria is Ukraine. Matava is Western Europe and the United States.
You can't say that we are Russia, Neil. If Drakus is Russia,
You
like
started the
we're,
invasion.
we're just three people in Drakus, you're like everyone else.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
Don't-
did Drakus start the invasion into Mystria? Is that true? Have I
That is
been
true, yeah.
living a lie? Wait, how does Scoria come into all this?
Just defending
She
us
didn't
all.
get involved with the battle until your troops invaded their country.
Oh, well, wait, now that makes us sound like the bad guys.
No, don't worry.
History is written by the victors. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Well, no, because the king of Mystria is illegitimate. He overthrew the last king. He has no claim,
Yes.
and now he makes deals with evil monsters to subjugate the rest of Arcadia. And we won't stand idly by while the monarchy and the institutions and the traditions that govern our entire continent are thrown under the bus.
We want to put the old king back.
So we're liberating Mystria.
We're liberating, yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Special military operation to liberate them, yes.
From Nazis, yeah, they're Nazis.
Great. Well, these people in Matava are definitely a brutal slave state. That's probably the reason why the fighters you're facing are so good. Just like Sparta of world history past, everyone there was a fantastic warrior because you had to be to keep your slaves in line in order to, not have them rebel against you. Because I think slaves outnumbered citizens in Sparta like 5-1 or 10-1. It was something ridiculous like that. So Matava, small nation, powerful armies, militaries, soldiers, guards, and then very split society with half the people doing all the labor and the other half just sort of sitting back and fighting things for funsies.
Who are they fighting,
what-
though? Who are they fighting?
No, well, they're fighting you right now, but in the
Well,
meantime,
obviously.
they don't do much. Just like the Spartans of past, great military never conquered anything because you can't. If you leave, if you march your army out to go fight something, your slaves rebel, and now you're fucked. That's why Sparta never really ran Greece.
Yeah.
they
Sparta was kind of fucked up in other ways, though, as an aside, if you wanna hear about it. But
Tell
maybe
us.
not another time. Okay, well,
Yeah.
two things about Sparta that are kind of weird. So number one is that, okay, bear with me, they let women inherit, which, okay, you might sound like that's kind of cool, that's a good thing, but the problem with it is that their young men were dying so often that wives who would be widowed and then would inherit all their husband's wealth and then remarry, and then the same thing would happen again. So wealth collected over time in the hands of like a small group of women who had a lot more power than the actual kings of Sparta by the end of it.
How dare those women have any sort of authority, autonomy, or power? My God.
And secondly, they believed so much in oracles and signs from the gods that they would need to sacrifice an animal every time they made a major military decision, to the point where when they would go on campaign, they would take tribute of like pigs and sheep from all the villages, because every time they need to make a military decision, they need to do a sacrifice. So they essentially were like starving their own population just because they were doing so many animal sacrifices.
The famous Battle of Thermopylae with the 300 Spartans came about because the oracle said you couldn't go to war, and the king fucked off and took a walk
Yeah.
with his bodyguards. Yeah. Interesting place. But brutal theocratical slave state as well. Sort of like Matava. And we are here on that battle. But before we get to the battle, what happens afterwards? What is the outcome of the, or when you inevitably win this battle here, what is this going to do for you?
We're gonna get scrolls of protection from gas.
Hopefully.
We're gonna destabilize Mystria.
Matava.
And then we're gonna, Matava. And then we're gonna be like, hey, you know that dragon that's rampaging through your lands? We'll kill it if you fuck off out of the war.
That's it.
True.
Or
Nice.
somebody in chat even said we could say to them, like, bend the knee to Drekis, and then you'll fall under our protection, and then we will kill the dragon for you. But that might be a step too far.
Drekis is run by a queen. Might work.
That's true, yeah.
Might work. And then what? Let's say you deal with Matava. Let's say everything goes your way. They join your side even. They stop supplying arms and aid to the enemy. You get your scrolls.
Well,
Then
we need the protection from Fire Scroll, so we need to find some way of getting that. So that's either going to be me sitting around for potentially 4 months to research the spell needed to make one.
You need to do that, and I need to research Potion of Slipperiness, unironically, though. We're getting bogged down too much, so I think that we're going to give our army some time to move up and let them handle it while we do some researching.
Wait, what does the
Back.
potion of slipperiness do?
It makes it so you can't be grappled,
Okay.
which is like a big issue.
The other thing I was thinking about, though, because the majority of the time to get the scroll would be researching the protection spell that I need to make the scroll. I wonder if we could find some sort of old fire wizard that might have a spell like that. Maybe we could find a tomb of an old wizard. It might be quicker than spending 4 months researching a spell.
Yeah.
Maybe Cletus would know. But then we're going to have to get the ingredients to make the scroll and the potion. So there's kind of a couple of things to do there. And then by the
Kind
end
of
of
a
time,
quest on its own. But once you've knocked Matava out of the game, and once you've got your protection scrolls and the magic items that you need, the last two that you need, is there anything standing between you and Scoria?
I think that's it then.
Yeah.
So we're real close to the end.
True. Probably
One
next
way or the
episode
other.
we'll kill her. Yeah.
Should be done. Maybe even halfway through this one.
Oh, maybe actually. Yeah. Maybe we stay an extra
Yeah.
30 minutes. We can just round it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with all that said, let us get back into our battle over here. Why don't we roll initiative?
Wait, we already did initiative. We're in the middle of a round.
Are we?
Are we actually in the middle of a round?
I've not casted the lightning bolt that I was doing this round yet.
I've not healed the potion that I was doing this round. Well, let's just re-roll. I think we should probably re-roll into initiative, no?
Should we just redo a new round? Okay.
Yeah, I don't even see the initiative order popping up, so...
Well, I'm having that lightning bolt back, so I've never cast it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we paused in the middle of a round, we should be able to pick up from where we left off, but that just seems very out of
So
character
our
for us
initiatives
to
are
do.
Flame Strike, he has Moonblade, and Nick has a Lightning Bolt to you. We can just re-roll.
Oh, I
it.
see. We've just rolled initiative, but we haven't
Yeah.
gotten... Okay. Sure. We can keep the existing initiative rolls then. That's fine.
I mean, we could re-roll them too if we want to. You know.
We can re-roll them.
Yeah.
I don't care.
We should because it's a new
Whatever-
episode. We should
Let's
re-roll.
re-roll. It's a new
Oh,
episode.
I see.
We
You
should
all rolled
re-roll
really
it.
poorly.
No, I'm just saying it's a new episode. Battle is chaotic. Sometimes initiatives are reshuffled in the midst of these long fights. You know.
True. That is true.
That's true.
Actually, I don't care. We can do whatever you guys want.
I mean, no, if you've already rolled, then it's fine. We'll just keep your pre-existing rolls. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Not that your roll changed
Yeah, that's
much
why I
there,
said I
Kirill.
don't care. So you know, you guys do what you want to
Okay, well, I'll keep mine then. Remind me, Neil,
keep mine, I
the,
guess.
the priest that went back into the barracks, are they still alive?
How would you know?
Well, I mean, I don't remember them dying.
do. Well, they're probably still alive then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how that works generally.
I was asking if I remember. I think I didn't kill them, I don't think. You guys didn't kill them. So.
Does Emmerich suffer from is it called object permanence, where when things like leave your view, you just think they're gone, like a 1-year-old baby? Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Lack of object permanence, yeah.
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 Okay. Shuffling the initiatives, turning on the combat music. Alrighty.
go.
First person up is going to be this member of the City Watch. Where are they? Oh, it's this poor person up here near Tyrael. And I do believe she is alone. Well, everyone around her is dead. All her friends are gone. All of her companions are gone. And her morale is dipping low. So she is out. She's survived. Maybe she'll go fight one of these jaguars over here. Or leopards, maybe. But otherwise, she's not fighting anymore. Next up is our lieutenant over here, commanding the archers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 archers are going to be taking shots at MrMouton. So here we go. 7D 20. I think they need 20s to hit you.
And those
They
natural
definitely need
ones,
more.
Death saving throws.
Nah, there's nothing for them to really do. Yeah. They'll get second shots at the end of the round. Imric, your turn.
Hello. I shoot a lightning bolt down at these 6 guys here. Pew!
Excellent.
Nice.
10 feet wide, so it will hit all of them for surezies.
Yep, 10 feet wide, 40 foot long.
Great.
Prepare to die.
Big.
40 damage.
Big.
Only one of them might live on a past saving throw, and this one will take 20. The rest, it doesn't matter. This one flies off this side, over there. This one lands over here, and the rest of them just get blown to smithereens.
Do I do any
They're
damage
dead.
to the stone wall?
It is a 40-foot lightning bolt, you said?
Yeah, I guess not.
So just
Okay.
barely not. Yeah,
Yep.
Just a reminder, my elephant is out there wrecking havoc.
that's true. I'll have to time pool it.
Wait, I want to do some movements at the end of this round.
Yeah.
I'm going to go maybe like up in the air a little bit and try and get a better view of the town. Look for reinforcements, perhaps.
So you just lift and fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He is
Give me
invisible,
a
by the way.
perception. Not any. Oh, you had to cast improved invisibility, right?
That's right. It's got 16 rounds remaining after this round.
Okay. And when you cast, it doesn't break it at all, right?
Nope.
Is there any way that your invisibility breaks? Nope.
No, I'm putting it in the chat to have a little read through it, but I don't think so.
Yeah. So someone, if they think that you're
I hit
invisible,
dice cards, might
can make
know.
a saving throw to try and spot you,
Yeah.
as if they had 2 fewer hit dice. But other than that, no. All right. Your perception check as you fly up and scan the town.
Yes. 18.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of people moving to and fro, and at first it's hard for you to pick apart what you see. You can see like whole herds of people being chained together, moved through the streets. You can see some guards here and there, but are they guarding the slaves or are they rallying to fight you? What about those things over? It's kind of a confusing mess, and you spend a little while trying to sort it out without really noticing what's going down.
Sure.
MrMouton.
Yeah, Anton is casting another flame
Oh,
strike.
no. I am trying to draw attention to your character because something's about to happen to you. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Appearing out of thin air, much in the same way you have appeared out of thin air countless
God.
times, are 5 warriors who surround you.
Oh, shit.
Keep in mind that it does take a whole round for them to appear out of thin air. Etherealness, I assume. This is how we started playing it, and it kind of sucks. It hampers it. It fucks it up a little bit.
The priest can choose to end the spell voluntarily at any time, materializing in the physical world in 1 round. Yeah. So you see all these people arriving around you. And I think that's probably their only action for this round is the slow materialization that happens here.
How are they looking?
They're looking great. These warriors are clearly the best that you've seen here thus far. They've got spears that are deeply impressive. They look to be magical spears. They wear plate mail, and they've sort of got like this crazed look in their eyes, like this deep, intense stare, and their eyes are fully bloodshot, and their hands are sort of trembling and shaking. They look pretty ready for battle. Tyrael and Anton simultaneously.
They're not going to get a attack of opportunity because they're materializing. Yes, so I can do my spell.
Yeah.
And then run. Okay. Here goes my spell. It is going to be a flame strike, and I'm going to hit, I guess, these 4 ladies.
You want to center it on this one?
I'm gonna center it like here, and then it should be 5 feet.
Right here.
around.
Okay, yeah. It'll hit all of these, no problem.
And just want to make sure on the damage. 68, and they roll a saving throw for half. 28.
Okay, so this one who only has 12 HP dies outright. And the other 3 will make saves. On fails, they die. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, the bottom one will live. The other 2 will die.
Yep. And Anton, seeing people materialize in front of him, is going to call out for Imric's eye, and he's going to jump off.
How well armored are they?
Plate mail.
Plate mail and magic spears.
Cool.
I'm going to jump off and use my movement, which I have a fuckload of. Is that okay?
You can do a half move after spell casting. So what is your movement rate?
24.
So you can go 110, 120 feet.
Okay, I'm going to go over to Tyrael, and him and I are going to, I guess, buddy it up.
Wait, so did you cast a spell on them or no?
On these people, no. I casted it on the other people I was centering it on. Otherwise, it would have...
Way over here on the archers.
I see. On the left. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Back to Tyrael.
Are we still heroic fraying?
Absolutely.
All right.
At least against these 4 people.
Sure. Person to my left, I will take a swing. Ooh, double crit.
Critical hit. Double crit.
2d8 plus 7, 14.
38.
He means triple damage.
Oh, did it? So one more. Okay, 22.
One more crit. And that is enough to kill. Another warrior drops.
Person up here in front of me. 31.
Hit.
Now I think
Clears
I'm...
by 10, single crit.
Okay.
38.
2d8 plus 7. 18.
Another slaughter.
And then I believe I get
One
more
more soldier down.
attack, right?
Your offhand weapon, yeah.
25.
20 will hit. Are you going for the soldier or the officer?
Soldier here. If it's a 28, is that a single crit or no?
No.
Okay. Then damage, 7 damage.
Excellent.
Okay.
And this lieutenant here with their soldier. Tyrael was backed against the wall, surrounded by soldiers, but they have been hacked to pieces. The whole area is just littered with the dead. This soldier over here who's wounded, this is going to fail a morale check and piece the fuck out of this situation. She will withdraw to the corner and then run from there, leaving just the lieutenant who's still in this, shoving the corpse out of the way. They will try to throw you against the wall and run you through with their sword. 22 is probably not close enough.
No.
Not against your 28 AC. Okay, coming out of the... Where did Anton go?
I'm next to Tyrael.
Oh, okay, there's your token.
He's on the body.
Got it.
I'm not hiding.
This... Let me just check what this was supposed to be. Perfect. Well, that spell will fizzle because Anton is no longer in line of sight, so that goes to nothing. And we will get second attacks, starting with the archers. There are 4 left, and they will take 4 shots. Ooh, wow. I think they'll probably be getting their shots as Anton runs towards where Tyrael is, but they might move in. You might move into medium range if you're at 217 feet.
Roll them, and then we'll see if we need the lawyer.
That's true. It's a good
Wait,
point.
it just needs to be 20s anyway.
They need 20s either way, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
4d20. Oh, none of them will do it. Okay. Imric, no second attacks. Heavy Guard is just arriving. Tyrael, last attack.
All right, to the officer in front of me, I will take one swing. 30,
Hits. Does not clear.
15. Am I
Half
still
its
getting
HP.
prayer and recitation? Am I still getting those two? Or
There should be still up, yeah.
okay, yep, that's fine. +3 then. Okay, yeah.
Okay, and the officer will get their second attack this round at you. 14's no good.
No.
Okay, initiative time.
Let me get another 15 on the board. Hold on.
Can I get a, I could,
Oh my god.
I should be able to hold person these people up there, right? If I can see them.
These ones? Yeah, easy.
Okay. So I'm rolling.
I'm just going to make another macro. There we go. And last but not least, you will go here.
Beautiful roll.
Nice roll.
Oh, thank you. So archers again. There's not really a clear shot on anyone. Tyrael's over here fighting this person. So those 4 archers are just going to ready their attacks for as soon as someone is free and visible, leaving Imric to take his turn from high in the sky.
A drop of molasses out, rub it between my fingers, and cast slow at the 5 new arrivals down here. Saves at -4, please.
Can you target 5 people?
I can target 13 people.
That is a lot.
Yes.
Saves at -4, you say?
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
Wow. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They need 16s or better. So I'm just gonna roll 5d20.
Oh,
Oh my god.
nice though.
Did 4 pass?
3 passed, but still. No, 2 passed, sorry.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me
So
make
2
sure I
people
got
aren't
this
slowed.
saving throws right.
Wait, they might be really high
So
level or
close.
something. Hold on. Yeah. We might have 4 passes here.
They are. They're just not high enough.
Do they have
Give
rings
them
of
a
Okay.
Do they have
Give
rings
them
of
a +1
protection?
on They might do, Neil. They might outweigh their armor. They might have magic armor.
Yeah, +1 ring of protection to saves, right? Wouldn't that?
Unfortunately, their rings of protection only bring them to a 16 being a pass.
Oh,
So,
well.
that's a real tragedy.
Why does this spell have -4 on saves? It makes no sense.
Good. They should
Yeah.
just have a ring free action. Won't be an issue.
True.
Right. Yeah.
Stupid people not having one of those. Tyrael? It's just one person left in front of you. I think we can step out of heroic fraying because now it's just one, and it's you and your brother against them.
28.
25 hits.
12.
12 almost kills offhand,
Sure.
and you finish her off, pulling your sword out of her plate mail as she slumps backwards into the dust. Not but bodies around you. As long as we're talking about this, you have been on a rampage and slaughtering soldiers left, right, and center. But the ballista along this wall are all still intact, except for the very first one, which fell into the ocean. I don't know if that's important to you or not,
Nope.
It is.
but just as a
Oh,
reminder.
Okay. it
We
is.
need to get rid of them before we leave. But...
Yeah, let's worry about the people, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anton casts Hold Person. He holds out his holy symbol and casts it on them, and it'll do 1d4 people.
1d4.
One person.
Okay. Would you roll me a d5 so I know which one of these 5 have been targeted? Starting with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they will get a save. And they will be held.
For 12, 14 rounds somewhere.
The entirety of combat. Let me just do a little secret thing over here real quick. Okay. I think that is perfect, as I hoped for. Initially, this was supposed to be targeted at Tyrael, but Tyrael has moved since the casting began. Anton, I need you, who are now the only person left in the area of effect, to make me a saving throw versus spell.
There might be some bonuses to this, depending on what it is, but it's a pass.
Oh, that's definitely a pass, right? Because you have a whole bunch of bonuses on top of that.
Yeah, it's just a pass.
Surrounding you and all about you is a cloud of glittering golden particles. Normally, if you fail your save, you are blinded by these things. But you have passed your save, so you can keep them out of your eyes and you can move out of the area or, hold off long enough for it to dissipate. But the little glittering particles will hold on to you and they will reveal you if you are invisible. And
Can I move over to Tyrael as well? I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Away from it. Thank you.
How'd they cast that on you and not me?
you hadn't revealed yourself yet.
And I didn't see where the cast was from, correct?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Cool.
Next up, this person is dead. Anton just cast Hold Person. Our heavy guard will go, or at least the two that are not slowed. And they will team up and run down this area.
They're charging, surely. I mean, they've got spears.
Yes, they are absolutely charging. One against Anton, one against Tyrael. +2 to hit on this for the charge.
Wait, hold on. My lawyer just got on the phone. He says it should only be a +1, since even though they're charging, they've got to like run over corpses and shit. Probably gonna mess their footing up a little bit, you know.
He does have a good point.
It
Objection.
does get a little fucked up over
Because
here.
I stepped right in front of a corpse. You know, just saying, something to consider.
Sounds like hearsay to me. I don't know.
How deep are these corpses?
Just a couple
We've thrown
bodies.
a lot of bodies off the top just so that we could see what's happening here. But those corpses are actually scattered across this area. So I will give the lower one, I'll give this one a dex check for their charge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. That seems like they can manage the corpse situation without too much problem.
Okay, that's fair.
And then these attacks are at +2 for charging, if all is accounted for. This is against Anton. Oof. And this is against Tyrael. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
Yikes.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us.
Yikes,
Koibu.
indeed. Everyone's a little impotent from time to time. And last but not least... Actually, what is the, Can you put Cloud Kill into chat for me, Nick?
Yes.
What's
2
the
secs.
duration on that?
Oh, it's I think it's just rounds per level, but I'll put it in. Yeah, 1 round per level.
It also moves.
It does move.
Yeah, and it does move. So Cloud Kill was cast into this building in a couple of places and has sunk to the floor, and it's a complicated building with walls and doors, but Cloud Kill does move around and can still affect people. There is a cleric inside that building. Normally Cloud Kill doesn't, or it gives you a save under certain circumstances. Because there are doors and whatnot in between the cleric and the Cloud Kill, I'm going to say only part of it is affecting her. And so I will give her, I'll just bump her up whatever the one category is.
But she should make I reckon it should be a save versus death rather than a save versus spell. Because it's not like she's resisting the spell, it's more like, is she just unlucky enough to open the wrong door or something? Not that it makes any difference, really.
Well, they normally roll saves versus death anyway.
That's
Because the saving throw versus paralyzation, poison, and death magic, or be slain.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are those above 6th level? Oh. Well, then she wouldn't. Okay, I'll just give her a saving throw at a bonus because she wouldn't be killed by it anyway. She would just take damage from it. Yeah, she'll pass her save. She won't take any damage. And she will spend her turn moving to here, where you will see her pop out.
Okay.
Second, actually, Tyrael gets his regular second attack at the end of the round.
Mm-hmm. Is it my
Go
time
ahead
to
and
go?
take it. Yep.
I'm gonna use my boots of springing and striding. I'm gonna hop behind this person, and I'm gonna attack her with a +2 to hit for a back attack. I think.
Great.
40.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You definitely critical her.
Yeah, she's got -1 AC as well for charging. Mm-hmm. It's got to be a triple damage.
Okay, 3d8 plus 7.
24 brings her little more than half HP.
Jesus. Okay.
And the heavy guards will also take their second attacks. One against Anton, and one that was fighting you will turn to face you as you jump over both of them. No bonuses on these attack rolls. This is against Anton.
Turning her back to me, is that a attack of opportunity?
It's only a flank, not a back. It's fine. And this is against Tyrael. There we go. That's finally a hit, I believe. For 12 points of damage as you get skewered. And those archers who had the held shot, they're not going to get their full rate of fire, but when you guys do come over here, they'll get shots. 19 is not going to do it. They need 20s. Okay. And we will roll initiative.
Okay.
Cheeky nail. Very cheeky.
Is battle.
It's a cool spell.
Alrighty then. First up is a Dispel Magic that is being cast against these 3 people over here. So first we're going to Dispel against Slow. What is your level, Imric?
13. What's her level?
7. So she needs
17.
17 to dispel your slow.
Is it just one roll or is it 3 separate?
Separate.
Yeah. So this is against the first one, second one, third one. None of those are dispelled. Against the hold person,
12th level.
will get dispelled.
Yeah.
Okay. So the hold is removed. The others are not.
Wait, have they got any potions?
Nope.
Okay.
Next up are our archers, and they'll take 4 shots at the back of Tyrael. 40, 20, none of them hits. One of them is a critical miss. Might hit the other person nearby.
You forgot to take the turn for the slowed warriors. They would have just gone at the end.
Yeah, but they get attacks every other round, right?
If they've got more than one attack, they get half their attack rate.
Oh, that is actually true. Well,
They got half movement rate too. So I'm saying you probably want to make like a half move to get.
they would have moved here and made attacks. We'll just say that the slow confused them for a bit, and that's why they didn't get their attacks last round. That's a good point. Good point. Pass on the save. No problem there. Tyrael, it is your turn.
I will take this one is still alive, right? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a hit at
Hard to see.
+1. Okay, that's.
Yeah, it's a critical, double critical. 17 damage. Almost killing her, but not quite.
23. Does that hit? Or no, I'm sorry. It would be flank attack, right? And then +3. So 26. Does that hit?
26 does hit, yes.
12 damage?
12 damage will bring her to 1 hit point. That's my boy.
Jeez.
Heavy guard.
I'm going to boots of springing and striding jump to over here as well.
Okay. Whoosh, 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 hopping around. Heavy guard will go. The 1 HP one will continue to attack Anton. She has not flinched from you this the entire time. She stabs. Oh my god, I think she hit too. Someone finally did it for almost minimum damage. And second fighter, still focused on Tyrael, those bloodshot eyes giving you the sensation that there's something amiss with this warrior as she thrusts into your body one more time for 11 points of damage. The heavy guard behind these will move forward. Now, they've got spears, and they're essentially... I don't know if they both can do it because it's sort of a narrow path and they are slowed, but I'm going to give one of them the ability to reach in between these two and stab. Fuck it, they can both do it. They're 8th level warriors. They've got reach weapons, and pike rows are a thing of the past. That's a definite thing that's happened for generation upon generation. For 2,000 years, spears are the primary
their
weapon
attacks
of war.
at the end of the round, though. Right? That's what slow does?
Yeah, that sounds...
Because they go at the end of the round.
That's not in the spell description. That's just something you've done, Neil.
Yeah, I've always had them move last. They'll just go last. That's fine. Heavy guard, Imric.
I, for a change of pace, will draw my bow of speed and shoot at the cleric or wizard, this woman in the white robes down here. Now, question, if you attack from invisibility, you get +4 to hit, right?
Yes.
If they don't see the attack coming, yes. Yes,
So
if they're
in this
oblivious
case-
to it.
But even in, like, so like say I hit her with the first shot, she doesn't necessarily then know where I'm coming from, right?
I mean, if you get hit with an arrow in your back and you turn around and then like arrows appear out of thin air, I would say I would give you a bonus, but it wouldn't be the full +4 because
I can
the
make a
arrow will
half
become
move.
visible.
I can make a half move and still take my full contingent of attacks. So I could probably move a little bit and then attack again. Just not like she can see me. So
Yeah,
my
but
second-
what I'm saying is that she will be aware of arrows coming towards her. It's not like
Okay.
if you're invisible with a sword, like the sword will hit you invisibly and there's no way to see it coming. But if you can see the at least direction of the arrows and their timing, you might be able to move out of the way.
Okay, well, I'll trust you to manage the bonus.
Yeah,
one.
the first
Plus
a
one
bonus of
slots.
4.
And 35 plus back attack.
10 AC. You do all the damage.
Okay.
Well, actually, you just single crit. No, you double crit. Yeah.
I double crit.
3 times damage dice, please.
3d6 plus 1. 13 damage.
Right, she didn't have any... Yeah, she did not have any spells. 13 damage will interrupt the spell she is casting. And she will whirl as she takes the arrow in the back to try and see what the hell's going on. These attacks can be at +2.
Initiative's the same as mine, so I don't think our spell's interrupted.
Ooh, wonderful. That is even better. Then she will have battle faded this person.
How many of my
deal with that
6 attacks do I get now? Do I really get 5 at the end of the round? That seems kind of silly.
It does seem silly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You just make 3 now and 3 at the end.
Yeah. I'll do my 2 attack. How much bonus am I getting on these now?
2.
Reduce. So 2. On both of them?
Yeah, so essentially back attacks. She doesn't know where the arrows are coming from, but she knows that there are arrows.
So clears by 10 and a hit, right?
No, 10 AC. They clears by 20 and clears by 10.
Okay, so 5d6
Triple crit, double
plus
crit.
2 for another 22 damage.
And that'll do it. The cleric, full of arrows, is pinned to the floor and dead with the rest of them. In the meantime, she successfully cast Battle Fate on this warrior right here, empowering the warrior with various bonuses, somewhat chaotic at times. We'll deal with it when we get there. essentially whenever she attacks or is attacked. Spells and magic, page 160.
You made a link in the chat.
No, I want the table because the table in chat doesn't look very good. It's hard to see what's happening. And that is Imric's turn. Anton McGarry, the warrior before you, is almost dead, but she is like bloodshot, raging eyes. She has no sign of backing down from this battle.
Anton is going to empower his spear and use up one spell. This is going to add +3 to hit and +3 to damage. I'll just do that after. On the warrior who does 1 HP. Here you go. Dead.
That'll do it, and you will kill her. She drops.
And he's going to attack the next warrior to the... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Take your turn.
Going to attack the warrior with Battle Fate on him. I'm going to be getting rid of a hold person. So this is +2 to damage, +2 to attack. 23. -1 AC for charging, if that was last round.
That was the previous round, yeah.
That was the previous round.
She has 22 AC this round, so that will hit.
There you go. 8 damage.
Right. This warrior will get her second attack, and the rest of the slowed warriors will get their first attacks. So the one with Battle Fate gets a bonus to attack rolls. So she will, I think, attack at +3 this round. Yeah. She will make this attack at +3 right here against Tyrael.
Okay.
34 and hit you for 10. The slowed one, is there a penalty to hit with slow, Nick?
-4.
Is it -2? -4?
Oh, fuck.
And -4 AC as well.
Ugh. All right, so this is against Anton at -4. Ugh. And then over the shoulder at -4 at Anton, and over the shoulder at -4 at Tyrael. Miss. God, look at these piece of shit rolls. You're not at -10 HP, are you?
No, I fucked up.
Tyrael?
Sorry.
4.
I was at chat said I was at 41. Sorry.
41.
Okay.
Okay.
Second attacks for everybody?
Second attacks. Yep. Tyrael's second attack.
Attacking the person in
Anton's
front of me.
second attack. Hits.
Do I double
8
crit?
damage.
33.
33.
22. Plus
That one in front of you is slowed, so she's at 18. So you
I'm
will.
going for the one
whereby-
attacking material.
Oh, then she's at 22, so you will single crit.
Okay. Here is the damage.
9 and 6 is 15.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. And that's a Nick. 3 more shots with your bow.
3 more shots. I think to avoid running into the thing where I get cumulative attack penalties, I'll just land on the wall with my, and then I'm going to attack. So I can't shoot the ones in the front row, so I'm just going to shoot either of these 2 in the back. Yeah, that's fine.
Great.
I'm getting +4 here, right? Because they don't know I'm coming. At least for this first shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first
Yep.
one is a 23.
Excellent.
Is that a hit?
20. Yes, that'll hit.
Okay, and then my other 2 shots are a 31 and a 21.
They'll come at -2, and they'll hit and hit.
No, I already took the -2 off them.
Oh, perfect.
So it's just 3 hits, or is the second one a crit?
Back attack is.
I'm already counting that with the
Should
+2,
be a
right?
crit because she gets.
Oh, but their AC is lower.
Their
Yeah.
AC, yes. They have
Oh,
18
they've got-
AC from back attack, and they have, you said -4 to AC from being
-4
slowed?
AC, yeah.
So they have 14 AC from back attack.
So
1
hit, crit hit. So
Yeah.
a total of 46 plus 6 damage for 27.
Jesus.
Really good roll.
+6?
Yeah, it's 2 per shot. It's a +1 bow and the braces of archery.
Okay. 27 damage. Okay, and I believe we're back to initiative round.
Yeah. So is that one turning around that I shot? No.
Nope. No, they are not turning around at all.
Okay.
And archers can make their. No, they can't. They can't shoot at anybody. But they will ready actions for next round. One, two, three, four. Okay, you were down here. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. 10, I think that is everybody on the battlefield. So first up is the hidden spellcaster who creates an ice storm over the area of Imric. Imric, your bow shots have given away your general location. Ice storm has a nice big AoE, so it's centered around the area where those bow shots become visible, and pelting down around you is 3d10
because
damage.
he did move to do the other shots.
Well, I just moved down though. So
Yeah, he just
Okay,
down.
okay.
Yeah. So 3d10, no save.
No save. Don't roll too high.
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not the worst.
It's not bad.
Do I get a check to see where this wizard is?
Yeah, why don't you give me a perception check? A couple of spells have been cast, stuff has been going on. Maybe you can spot them. They're clearly not out in the open anywhere, and fuck all if you know where it's happening. It's probably one of the darkened corners somewhere in this town. Maybe peeping out a window, maybe behind a wall, maybe in a bush somewhere.
Yeah.
Damn spellcasters, and they're hiding. Anton.
I'm using 2 commands here, so I've already included it in the attacks, and then we'll just need to include in the damage. Here you go.
You're
Smites.
channeling
Smite,
smites, yeah.
27 or no 26 against the battle right person.
It's
It's gonna be 8 damage
not quite dead.
and critical.
Natural one. No worrying about it though. Our archers still can't see anyone. And if they had seen the general area where Imric is now, they wouldn't be able to attack him because the ice storm would have sort of obscured their point of view. So they hold their weapons, and we will get these people on foot. This one will climb down from the wall, taking the whole round, and the rest will come forward, running through the field. And they're just going to spend a whole round running their ass over here. They're not going to be able to make any attacks by the time they get here, but they will. I'm just going to move bodies out of the way. They will close in and manage to get around and behind you guys. Actually, she's going to stay right about here. There we go. And Tyrael will go at the same time as the heavy guard. The one battle fated one, who will make their attack again with a +3 to hit against you. 24?
No.
No dice.
But I believe it's 25. Does it count as a flank or?
No. This is the one directly in front of you.
Oh yeah, but there's one behind me as well, right? So I didn't know if that.
No, there's no. That's a 5e flanking roll, not a 2e flanking roll. You're good.
Okay. 25. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
13.
Close, but no cigar.
28. That hits.
That'll do it, and she
12.
will go down. One more dead warrior in your path. How many more will have to die, Tyrael?
Good question.
Heavy guard. The rest of them will go at the end of the round because they're slowed. Imric will take a turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Were you casting a spell this round?
No, more bows. Definitely can't see the wizard, right?
Yeah, you didn't see him.
Okay, so I'm still just getting +2 on all my attacks. So I'm shooting the same person. So
Who are you shooting?
3 shots into this one here.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Wait,
so
is it
22,
+2 or +4?
26.
Because they're not.
Well, I haven't moved.
It seems like they're out
It
of
doesn't.
their mind.
They've got like 14 AC. You hit them all the time.
So the second one's a crit though.
Second one's a crit.
So same again, 46 + 6 for 22 damage.
Jeez.
You're so good at reducing people to 1 HP, Nick. It's unreal.
Okay, I'm gonna move at the end. So I'm gonna do my last 3 shots, and then I'm gonna move. But just remind me, because I just don't want to get ice stormed again. But I'm gonna finish shooting, and then I'm gonna move.
Yeah. Anton, second attacks.
Okay. I mean, it's gonna be the person in front of me probably, unless that other person filled in.
Not yet, because they're slowed.
Okay. Here's my second attack, Spiro Hana. I'm gonna be using a charge of Bless. So it's an additional +1.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Hits.
For a 12.
12 damage. Just gonna clear the field so we can see HP bars appropriately. But this whole area is just mounded with corpses at this point. Tyrael gets second attack, and the heavy guard get their first attacks.
I'm just gonna jump up and land here because I can do that, and then I'm going to swing at this guy in front of me. Oof.
Natural 1. And we will get 3 heavy guard attacks at Tyrael. You said these are at -4, Nick?
Yeah.
From the
Do they get their attacks before my second attacks?
Yes, because it's their first attacks.
Okay.
So actually, this is Anton. Yes, 31 is a hit, but not a crit. You'll take 10 points of damage. This is against Tyrael, and this is against Tyrael. -4 is a 26.
No way.
Just barely a miss.
Fucking hell, hey, Anton. Been a while since you've been low on health.
It's close. Tyrael second attacks.
Here, I just did a second attack.
Did I? Yeah, I just.
My
Oh, you
second
did.
attack, right.
Yeah, you just did it.
Okay,
and
so
Imric.
my first shot into that guy with 1 HP. Sorry, not a guy, woman.
Guy is gender neutral term if you're from California. It's fine.
With 7 damage. And then 2 shots into this one. Now, is this with +4? This first shot?
Yeah.
So add +2 onto this one. That's a miss anyway. And the
Natural 1.
second shot is a hit
Hit.
for another 7 damage. And then I'm going to move. And I'm going to move
And
like...
you've got missile fighting style, so you can do a half move and retain your full rate of fire.
Yeah, so I'm going to take back off into the air and maybe go like just kind of above this tree here.
Great.
Low enough that I can look into the top floors of these buildings over here. If I wanted to. Yeah.
You already made a perception check this round, though, yeah?
That's fine, yeah, but I might spend a round looking next soon.
Sure. And that does allow our archers to take 4 shots at Tyrael. 4d20. Whoops, that's not how you roll 4d20. Actually, that did
rolled it anyway,
roll
so-
4d20. Cool. None of them will hit you.
Okay, I'll take it.
How does spellcasting
Initiative.
in melee work?
You get,
Attack of opportunity?
yeah, because you're dropping your guards to focus
What
on
about
your
drinking a
spells.
potion?
Drinking a potion is a full round action because you spend the whole round avoiding all the other bullshit in order to get your potion out and drink it. So it's fine.
So it's not a +5, and it would take until the end of the round. Or
Yeah, I mean, it rolls in at +5, but it does take your full round of action. And I think it consumes your movement as well.
that's totally fine.
It's somewhere in the player's handbook. I'm pretty sure it consumes your movement. Jesus, Anton. Archers with the 3. And I did not roll for heavy guard.
I just took the healing potion off because I'm using it.
Actually, the heavy guard all goes last because the remaining ones are all slowed. All right, Anton, your first cast
21
your
HP.
spells.
Comes back.
Needed that.
Good.
Oh shit. Yeah, I just forgot to roll initiative for the hiding wizard. I don't think they're going to go before you, but it is possible. Yes, it is possible indeed.
Oh.
Yes, it is possible. They do go first with a magic missile. Tyrael is the target of their attack, though, because he's much easier to see and everything. So your healing goes off. Tyrael, you will take Arkvala. You are a 7th level caster.
I think I get a chance to see where these are coming from, maybe.
Yeah, give me another perception check. Because you might be facing the right way, you might be facing the wrong way, it could be coming from any direction.
Question
Well,
for
magic missile leave like a track, right? Do I get a bonus?
No, I'll just give you a regular perception check and not make it be a full action to do.
For me and Anton, did we go through stone skin charges or did we never have them?
My
They're already
stone skin
gone.
charges got gone. I think you had stone skin charges.
Yeah, actually, because I'm starting to remember. But I mean, I've been taking HP damage, so they must have worn off or something.
Yeah, let me...
You guys
I
get
mean-
attacked by so many little shitters that I think
Maybe
your
we
stone
did,
skin
yeah.
would have got lost. You did have stone skin,
Mine
though.
did.
Yeah, it's possible that they wore off. I was just curious, yeah. But okay.
Tyrael had 1 stone skin charge remaining. Do you remember what the first point of damage you took today was?
No.
We can scroll up. I mean,
Yeah, we could.
Were you at full
scroll
HP
up
at the start of today?
No,
I might have not just crossed off the last
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm saying,
it
because I wasn't at full HP, so I must have lost it. I just
Oh,
don't
okay,
remember.
yeah.
It must
Yeah.
have. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you've lost it.
Okay, just making sure.
I just didn't cross off the last one. So a 7th level caster will get 1, 2, 3, 4 magic missiles. 4d4 plus 4 at Tyrael. 14 damage. And Anton goes, and the archers will take 4 shots. 4d20 at Tyrael. None of them. Ooh, the 19 might.
No.
You would need like a
Tyrael's
plus.
AC.
I'm at 28.
Sorry, you're like at
so he needs like a
28 or
plus
something,
10
yeah,
or
that way.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. Tyrael takes a turn.
I've already declared an attack, so I'm committed to that action. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Person right here. I can't see the spellcaster that shot at me, can I?
No, you're sort of in the middle of all of this battle, and it's a kind of a messy thing. The spellcaster's pretty far away. You would have felt that it is a basically frontal attack from you, with the spellcaster somewhere this far afield.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to take an attack at the guard in front of me, then. Right here.
Aye.
29.
Hits.
10.
Be a crit.
Actually, let me stay here. Yeah, you do
They have
clear by
14.
10. You do crit. Roll me another. Well, they have 14 from the back. They have 22 from the front.
Okay, then I'm only
So
doing
it's just
20.
it is just a hit. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's the
then
10 damage.
Okay, then second attack with my other sword.
Wait, they have 22 minus 4, right?
Oh, you're right. 22 minus 4 is 18.
And then he's flanking.
Flanking would bring that from 26 to 27. It's still just a hit.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. 21 is a hit.
6 damage.
Slowly getting there. All right. These warriors can go, and this one wounded one can
Wait,
catch up with the rest of this round.
I'm gonna move at the end of my turn. Can I occupy this area, like being like crouched next to the ballista, or am I not allowed to be in that area? Or
If you want to be in and around the ballista area, you'll get like a penalty of 2 to your AC because it's going to be like squeezing in a tight, awkward compartment.
okay, in that case,
Jump the fuck out of here.
can I hop down right? I'll jump. I will hop down right here.
You were here and you like leap up and over one of these people and then hop down the ledge or something like that, like a boop boop.
I believe I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Captain of the Guard will go. This warrior will come here and engage with Anton. This one will actually show up above Tyrael, having seen him hop over and down. And she will just take the d6 falling damage to jump behind you and attack you over here.
Okay. Hold on.
Why don't you roll me d6 for falling damage for her?
I can. I'm
You
also.
get an attack.
I'm getting an attack of opportunity. Yeah.
They didn't get an attack of opportunity against you, though, right? When you jumped back and forth over everyone?
Well, so my Boots of Spring and Stride allow me to disengage for free. Now, she might get an attack of opportunity against me, but I know I get one against her because when I was jumping near the...
Disengaging is like jumping backwards over people, but you also jumped forwards over people, and that's not a disengage.
I understand, but we have to take into account our stare decisis, okay? When I was fighting the Death Knight or whatever, one-on-one, when I jumped and I was in range the whole time, we ruled that even though I was in range, the act of me jumping means that they get an attack of opportunity on me. I do remember this. There's a big argument we had, but...
Right, okay, so then I'll give this person attack of opportunity against you for jumping over them just now.
Well, the thing is...
And then you get attack of opportunity against this person.
Well, the reason why I don't take the attack of opportunity is because I have my Boots of Spring and Striding, which explicitly allows me to disengage with a penalty to be stunned. That was the whole point of the Boots of Spring and Striding jump away, right?
But that's jumping backwards away from somebody, not jumping forwards over somebody. Because when you jump over them, you're not disengaging from them, you're engaging with them.
Okay, I mean, if we...
Right, didn't you take the attack of opportunity when you jumped near the Death Knight?
Yeah, but that's because I wasn't taking it as a disengage. I was just jumping.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand what you're saying. I could, in that case, I could, like, Boots of Springing and Striding, like, off of, like, back and then drop here and then walk around to there. I could take that pathing instead then. I don't know if for the Boots of Spring and Striding, I don't know if it's specified that you have to jump backwards for it to work. I don't know if that is the case.
You need to, I mean, it's not specified, but the concept is you're jumping away from danger. Right? You can leap suddenly and all of a sudden be 20 feet behind. So you would need to be leaping away from danger.
That could be one interpretation, but it says the wearer can strike and move away with 20% chance to be stunned next round, adjusted by dexterity. If we want to say it's moving back, we can. It's not specified.
I mean, yeah, away is generally... I mean, back is a relative facing depending on where you're turning.
Sure.
So you want to leap and avoid opportunity attacks and get behind the staircase was your plan.
I'd imagine. I mean, that's my goal. Yeah. I
Yeah.
would probably go off the side of the wall here if I can't go through these people with my jump. If I feel like that's not possible. You know?
Yeah, I think if you were to jump over these people, you would have provoked an attack of opportunity for sure. So you jumped down and skirted around. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then you don't take any attacks of opportunity, and this soldier will just jump. They'll come down the stairs and walk around as well.
That's smart. Yeah, that's good. They should do that.
Yeah.
Because they would have remembered, they would have time pulled the fight with the Hell Knight and saw that attack of opportunity and decided not to. So that's fine. And they avoid the falling damage as well, which is also good. So, okay.
Yeah, it's good for everybody.
Good for
Great.
everybody.
Now that she walks up to you, she will... Oh my god, she still has that potion. Oh my god. I completely forgot. Oh my... It's fine. We'll do it another time. We're not going to do it another time. We're going to do it now. It's the same initiative as her arming sword. I forgot she had it.
Whoa. Down there.
No. She'll attack with her sword.
Because I literally just had to commit to an attack. It's the same. That was a good one. That was sneaky, Koibu. I almost think you should do it just because you were trying to be so sneaky there. Nice one.
I mean, you changed your movement, right? So can't she change her? She'll start with her. Yeah. She'll start with her sword. Whoosh. 27.
No.
There's no bonuses in there.
20.
It's so close.
It is close. I'm sorry, Koibu.
There's no rings of protection on the wrong hands. It's all... Where's your combat tab, Tyrael?
Oh, man, we're really digging through it, huh? Go for it.
I want that one.
Checking the work, huh?
I really want that one.
Look for it.
Boots of String and Sighting, 1 ring of protection, 1 ring of free action. No shield AC. Okay, it's fine.
I even zeroed out my ring of protection, Koibu.
Yeah. Then this soldier over here and this one back here. So the one behind MrMouton will run him through. No dice. And the one on the side of you brings her sword to bear against your neck with no hits, and Imric will take a turn.
No, I'm not going last. Can I see this low HP person here?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to start with them. +2 on top of this.
Yep, she dies.
Okay, she's dead. This person here flanking Anton, how much armor are they wearing?
This one here?
No, this one.
This one?
Below him.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Breastplate with chain limbs and a shield.
Okay, I'm shooting them in the back.
Sure.
Plus 2 on top of this.
Are you in the air or are you on the ground? You're on the tree.
I'm on the tree, yeah.
23 will hit.
Not crit. No? 6 damage.
Uno más.
One more. 25. 4, 7. Okay, I've got 3 more after the heavy guards go.
All right, and they will go. They got you, Anton. -4. Yes! Still a hit. -4. Not quite. But you will take 10 points of damage as her spear goes through you, and the rage continues in her eyes. Second attacks. Anton doesn't get one because he was drinking potions. Archers don't have a clear target.
Hero gets one.
Yep.
Tyrael gets one.
Person in front of me. 33.
Hits.
8 damage.
33 is a crit?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
Shy by 1. And the city captain will make her second attack against you. 24 is not good enough.
Nope.
This gets 1 attack. Yeah, that's it. Emmerich, 3 more?
Yeah, 3 more. I think I'm going to shoot this person here, the heavy guard with the most health.
Mm-hmm.
So, plus 2 on top of this. There's a hit, and then 2 more. Okay, so she's slowed, so I think that's... I think the top one, I think they're both crits, right? The first 2? Or not?
First 2, if you're behind her, she has 14 AC. It's not a crit.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
The second one might be. I don't know what your plus is.
No, that's not. There's no plus on that. And the last one's a triple crit, right?
Yeah. These are against this person?
So you got 5.
Yeah, 5d6 plus 6. Oh. 23 damage. And then I'm going to fly like this. I'm standing on the roof here. Wait, the roof is higher than the wall, yeah?
Yes, much higher.
Yeah.
Great. Heavy guard gets no extra attacks, and we're going around to next round initiative.
Gonna get waggy.
Potion is 1d10 plus 3.
Yes. 5?
5.
Plus
5.
5? Really?
Yeah. You gotta fish it out of your bag. It takes a little while. You gotta avoid the incoming
No,
attacks.
it doesn't take me a while. I know exactly where it is, Koibu.
My spears
Wow.
are plus 6, so it's just better to use.
That's amazing. Whoops, no, you're at 99 no matter what. I'm just going to ignore the archers, knowing that they will shoot twice in a round whenever they have an opportunity, which is rare these days. And we will roll 1d10 plus 1. 5 for you. First up is the spellcaster. Imric, you are above the battlefield. Give me another perception check to see if you can spot the trace of these things, since you are the least engaged in combat. No. God, it's just always in a bad place at the wrong time when these spells come off. And then Anton will take 44 plus 4 damage. Oh!
Oh my god. What's he on?
Oh.
22 minus 17.
Holy shit!
On 5.
Oh!
Imric, take your turn.
I fire a lance of disruption, angling it to hopefully hit the 2 heavy guards and this person. So these 3.
Like one of these angles.
Yeah.
Now, Lance of Disruption emanates forth from you, right?
Yeah.
And what is its size?
Don't fuck this
It's... I'm not. It's 5 by 60 feet.
Wait, our initiatives got updated for this round, right?
Yeah, so Tyrael, you should have got your potion by now.
Well, yeah, because my
Get
initiative was
two of them
6.
the potion first.
Yeah, but you didn't roll
Oh.
properly, that's why.
So,
Okay.
Can I drink a
Go
potion?
ahead, drink your potion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll sheathe my offhand sword and then I'll reach in and I'll drink a potion. 3d8 plus 3, you said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Nice. Now I think I can hit those 3 pretty easily, Neil.
It's a 5-foot wide path that
Yeah.
runs 60 feet from you.
I mean, don't forget, I'm above them as well, so that might be the
Yeah,
more
I'm just
difficult
wondering
thing.
how you're going to hit this one without also clipping Anton. Because this
Well-
seems like it hits those two without any problem, but, like, doesn't really hit the other one.
Yeah, you said, okay, well, if in doubt, I will not hit that guy.
Okay,
And I'll hit the 2 heavy guards instead.
go for
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Go for it.
Now you tell me how they're going to dodge this if they get saves, which they do get saves. There's 42 damage.
All right, saving throw versus spell for the top one, for the bottom one. And they are both completely obliterated by the Lance of Disruption.
Nice. And then I will move.
Blown to smithereens, as well as part of the wall, which collapses back off into the field of battle below.
I'm not like flying above here somewhere like this.
All right, the captain of the City Watch. As Poterial reaches for his potion, she reaches for her potion. She keeps him at bay with her sword arm, brings out the potion, downs it, and belts out a gout of fire directly into Tyrael's face.
Can you do that in one round?
Yeah, it's a potion. You just drink it, and then you can either hold it or you can release it right away.
Base. Shut the fuck up.
Oil of Fiery Birthing. 5d6, saving throw versus spell for half.
Did you do 5d10 yesterday?
5d10 damage.
That was for
Saving throw
the
half.
that was for the fire breath, not for oil of fiery burning.
Am I looking? I must be looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, it's 5d10.
No, 5d10 is for fire breath.
Are you doing fire
Right.
breath or are you doing oil of fire?
I'm looking at the wrong potion, I think is the problem. Where am I going here? Fire Breath. There we go. It is 5d10 points of damage. Saving throw versus breath weapon for half applies in all cases.
Saving throw.
You pass. You will take half of this,
Jeez.
which is not a bad roll. It's a point and a half below average. And Anton will take his turn.
Would Rings of Fire Resistance protect against that, or no?
Yes.
Am I
Great.
am I able to sheath, drink a potion, and draw my second sword again in the same round, or how do we roll that?
I think if you've got the sword on you, it counts as getting the bonus. I don't think you have to be holding it, right?
You would have to absolutely.
No,
be
you have
holding
to.
it.
You
You'd have to be willing.
absolutely have to. Be
But I don't
willing
know
it.
if you can
Really?
like. Can you
Okay.
sheath your sword, drink a potion, and draw it again in the same round?
If you could, it would have been at the end of the round, I'm sure, or it would have been part of the next round's action to draw it to fight. So I don't think you have it in hand when the potion goes off.
Okay.
Seems fair.
How are they aiming his
Dude,
breath? What is the range of that attack?
80 feet.
In prior things, it moves to fill the rest of the area if there's not enough. I think it happened to this apartment. Is any of this fire going to blow back on them?
Because you've got a solid wall behind you.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'll give you a saving throw at disadvantage because it's blowing back and filling the whole area.
Take it.
So you want me to do another saving throw to see if I actually saved? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, and then I'll give them a saving throw because some of it will blow back on them.
You know what? Fuck it, sure. Yeah, 13 more points. I'm good. I want it.
All right, they take damage as well.
Good.
Here's my healing. 25.
And the heavy guard would go, except they're all dead. The archers will take shots at Anton now because they can see him again. None of them will hit. And Imric might have multiple attacks.
No, I cast a spell this round.
No, you lanced. Yeah. Initiative.
You know, I think I'm gonna try to drink another potion. Seems like a good idea.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll update
We're
my
gonna break
initiative.
these people into an individual initiative. And our spellcaster. I usually don't like to telegraph people's spell lists. No, I won't then. I won't. That's why I won't.
Do it. You have
a bad
rules for a
idea.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Stick to the rules, Neil. Stick to the rules. Our still hidden spellcaster will go first with a 44 plus 4 against Anton. 12 points of damage. Our city watchman right in front of Anton.
Wait, do I want another save? It's a perception check. No?
Not this time. Sorry, buddy.
Not from there. Okay.
No, not from there.
Interesting.
Our city watchman, who has been so brave, has just seen another lance of disruption and is standing on the corpse of like the body of like a
well, actually,
pile of 100 bodies,
my lance of disruption will have hit the pile of bodies, wouldn't it? So there's
sending
probably
them
like
everywhere.
pieces of like arms and legs and
Viscera.
like titties and stuff. There's just a fucking titty. Just
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Intestines, kneecaps, toes. She's gonna get a morale check.
Can I get a check for the fucking
And-
magic missiles that have hit me 3 times now, and I'm probably looking for them as I'm drinking a potion?
You are facing the wrong direction. They're hitting you in your back this round. I'm so sorry. Before there were people directly in front of you, which was obfuscating it, plus other stuff, and now your back is to it, so... One day. Anyway, she is done. She is going to slowly back away from Anton, saying something over and over again in Matavan as she puts her shield in front of her and slices her sword and backs off.
Give her a
Tyrael.
thumbs up, and I'm drinking my potion. I don't care.
19.
It's a lot of HP.
Hopefully.
Keep on
The
chugging.
lieutenant over here sees Anton. Like, you put your spear in your amulet, I believe, when you drink your potions. And he sees the moment, or she sees the moment that she's got. And she is going to bum rush you, Anton. She is just going to try and use her shield and knock you over the other side of the wall and away from the rest of your brethren. So just against your touch AC, her normal melee attack. Can she touch you? Yes. And can you give me an opposed strength check? Since she has to actually push you over a wall, I'm going to give you a +3 to your strength.
29.
So that's a 29 against her 20. Not good enough. She slams you against the wall, but it holds firm. The city captain sees Tyrael gaining HP, drinking potion after potion, and she will arming sword you.
No.
No. Anton drinks. Tyrael.
I already
Problem,
drank.
Koibu?
It's my turn, right?
Imric. Sorry, other
Okay.
brother.
I'm going to start with the one that's fighting Tyrael.
You're not gonna let him duel her?
No.
You're
Plus
gonna
2 on
take
top
honor
of this.
from him?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're struggle busting over there. They're drinking our healing potions at a rate of knots. So I'm going to intervene with a 35. That's probably a triple crit. So
Yeah, clears by 10.
I'll just
Natural
throw out
18.
a quick 14 damage there.
Yeah, the arrow goes through the back of her neck, right where the what do you call it? I've forgotten its name. Right, the
Head.
gambit?
Where the head?
No, the piece of armor that you wear around your neck. There's a term for it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's been moved out of place and it goes through the neck, out the other side. She slumps to the ground next to Tyrael.
All right, next 2 shots into this person. Now, I'm not on the ground this time, so I can't remember if the cumulative -1 is every shot or every round.
Every shot.
Okay, so -1 from this, 31, and -2 from this. So a 30 and a 21.
Hit and hit.
30's just a hit.
Yep.
Okay, 2d6 plus 4. 10 damage.
Get him,
Okay.
Nick.
I got him. Don't worry. I got more shots as well. It's the end of the round, right? Don't know if this person gets another shot.
No,
but-
this person gets another attack against. Oh no, they bum rushed, so no extra shot. That's it. That's it for the round.
Wait, well, I've got 3 more shots. So, -3 from this, -4 from
They're
this,
done.
-5 from this. Ooh.
Yeah, they're gone.
You know, I'm just going to roll some damage. There you go.
And here are shots at Anton. None of them hit with the bows.
Do we need to roll back into initiative? Because I'm casting a spell now.
Yeah, we need initiative again.
Wait, this one's dead, right? They're all dead.
There's a wizard.
Yeah, there is the wizard, yeah. I move at the end of this round, Neil. What's my half move? While flying, movement speed
What's your
18.
movement speed?
18.
90 feet.
Okay.
Initiative 2. Here we go, Secret Wizard. Oh yeah.
What wacky stuff do they cast now?
Gone. Well, they get their spell off first. There is no visuals accompanying this spell.
Yep.
Anton, I need you to make me a saving throw versus spell to avoid the effect.
You got it.
That's gonna. It depends. Is this a mind effect?
Yes, this is a mind affecting spell.
And I have +4 to that.
God damn it.
Unlucky.
Get you next time. Anton, take your turn.
Here's my healing. Heal for 6.
Great. Tyrael?
I don't. There's no one else that I see alive, right?
There are some people way down the wall, like a small group of soldiers who have finished off the
The Jaguars.
leopard over there, yeah, and have sort of gathered. But they're sort of the lower ranking people of whom you've slain many already.
I'll hop up here. Can I begin to push this ballista off the wall? Is it too big or?
Anton can help
It's
you. with my
heavy.
spell, too.
Yeah,
strong.
you'd
I
be
gotta-
better to hacking it apart. You've got +5 swords on hand, right? You can destroy a ballista.
Okay. Can I do
Yeah.
an attack at it then?
Yeah, you don't need to make any attack rolls or anything. You can just start cutting
I'll just
this
start
and that and breaking this and that.
Breaking it
Yeah.
apart then, sure.
A full round spent with a +5 sword will disable the ballista, no problem.
Okay.
Imric?
I will take out my wand of detect magic and cast it, and then
Give me
look for
your
the
cone.
spellcaster. Wait, what do you mean?
Because wand of detect magic is a cone, isn't it?
No, it's just cast
That's not
detect
like
magic
cast-
on myself. Yeah. Oh, that's what I think
Let
it
me
is.
check.
Yeah. Okay.
You could be right. Wand of magic detection. Similar in operation to blah blah blah. If any form of magic is in operation or a magical item exists within a 30-foot radius, magic detection wand will pulse and point to the strongest source.
Oh,
What?
okay. Wait. Okay, I don't do that then because that's not.
Yeah,
what I
you
thought
wouldn't
it
do
was.
that. That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Fuck it. I mean, I'm just gonna look for the wizard then.
Visually? Yeah, so you're going to spend a full round. Give me, you've been looking about for this person for a while now. Go ahead and give me a perception check at advantage because you can fly and you're spending the whole round
yeah.
doing it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, in the church tower
Aha.
over here.
Sniper.
Okay.
Anton is going to open his bag of holding. Sorry, I just want to let everybody know. And I'm going to pick up all the spears and take off all their ring.
So you're spending a round.
Well, Tyrell's
you don't
disabling
want-
this. I'm gluten. Yes.
Now, the problem with putting a spear in the bag of holding is it's still pointy and it could rip open the bag of holding from the inside. You can loot for good stuff, but putting unsheathed weapons like a spear in the bag is a big no-no.
All right, fine. I'll grab the rings and I'll put the spears in a little pile over here while Tyrell dismantles that.
Yes, sure enough, you'll find a +1 ring on each of the 5 heavy guard. One of the heavy guard, unfortunately, has fallen off the back of the wall and is now down in the pit, but you can get 4 +1 rings. And
Anybody have skulls on them? Probably didn't look too much.
There's
Also,
a lot of bodies here.
don't we
It'll
pull
take
in-
you all to search them all.
Don't we pull out and put back in like weapons into our bags of holding all the time? It's kind of weird, but
It's like a sheathed sword is fine because it's not pointy. It's not going to rupture the bag from the inside, but never a spear.
okay.
Can a spear
At least it
rupture
shouldn't
the
have
bag from
been.
the inside if you just shove it in from the bottom in extra space?
Yep.
Yes, okay,
Because
okay.
it does exist within the bag and it's sort of touching the bag at all times. It's a weird pseudo space.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, I think the bag of holding rules specifically call this out.
Okay.
Absolutely fine.
Initiative. I like how there's a wizard casting spells at Anton, and Anton's like, no. Bag.
Loot,
Bags
please.
of holding. I was going to
Yeah,
casually walk around. No, the other archers get their second set of attacks against you. One of them will
One of them hits.
actually hit you. My god, someone scrapes you for 4 points of damage.
Okay, I'll take it. I'm gonna heal. Whatever.
And ooh, that should be a 9. Did anyone else have an initiative roll? Imric?
Yeah, I
Big
rolled.
D's forceful hand. Okay. Go for it. Well, Tyrael, what are you
Hold
you're
on.
going to go destroy another ballista?
Oh, I actually did roll a 1. Yeah, they're only to the west, right? Those are the only ones.
There's to the east and
one
the west.
to the east, and then there's a few to the west. But the big ones are to the west.
The big
We
ones to the
destroyed one of
west.
the ones to the east, right? Oh, the one near the wall. Okay, probably want to start moving west towards the big ones then, yeah?
Yep.
Do I have enough movement to get
Anton is
all the way
going
over
to
there? Okay.
Totally.
Okay, right over here. Blow that up.
Anton wanted to heal you, but that's fine.
Well, if you come
Can he-
run up to me and heal me.
Delay his walk. I can't walk in here.
Yeah. So
Anton
You
will
can
put a
call after
hand
him.
on you until you come back. Delay your movement. Let me heal you, and then you can go.
Okay, sure. However that works, yeah.
all right, so you're going to wait until after Imric takes his turn.
Sure.
I pull a glove out of my little satchel and I cast Big B's Forceful Hand at this wizard. I want to make it as big as it can be and still fit through the window. But I doubt this person weighs 500 pounds, so I think that I can just like shove them. It can just like shove them into the corner of this room they're in. And I would say that interrupts spells. I don't know. I'm assuming it does. It doesn't do any damage, but it kind of like pushes them around.
Creature is pushed away until the rain limit or against an unyielding surface. The hand itself inflicts no damage.
Probably pushes them out the window, actually.
Well, she'll hit the back wall, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to. And in the past, there have been times where we have done checks to maintain spell concentration.
Yeah. But it's a level 6 spell. I would say it
But
breaks
it's
it.
not
but-
doing damage to her, right? It's
No.
just pushing her. So if ever there's an opportunity for her to avoid having her spell broken, it's the non-damaging hand that just pushes.
Yeah. Okay.
So saving throw for our wizard is a 10 or better. Failure. Her spell will be interrupted.
I will fly in through the window in front of them.
Yes, the hand
I
is
will
between the
say-
two of you presently.
Yeah. And I will, it will always maintain between the two of us, so I don't think they can see me, even if they could see me. And I will say, surrender. You may spare your life.
Okay.
Here's the healing on Tyrael.
Thanks.
6. And we're gonna walk up
Hand in hand. Cute.
as brothers. Yeah. As far as we can go, I guess.
Neil, you rolled a d10 on your save.
Oh my god, thank you.
But a 4 is within a d20, so I guess it counts.
It's not quite the same. Yes, her spell goes off. She is casting Bands of Cerulean.
But can she
Ah.
still see her target with the hand in front of her?
That's a great question.
Does it? Does kind of block line of sight.
I'm going to give her a perception check at advantage because a hand, like there are slots between fingers, and she had line of sight when she started the spell, and all she needs to do is maintain it while she's getting pushed back. And actually, no, she totally can because she sees out this window over here. The hand is coming from the other direction. There's no visual problem whatsoever. So, Anton, subject of all of her spells thus far. Give me another saving throw versus spell, this time at a penalty of 2.
I have +2 to that, maybe, from my Ring of Protection +2. So yeah, it passes, but it wouldn't work anyways because I have a Ring of Free Action on.
Bands of Cerulean, luckily, would negate that because it doesn't hold you like a hold spell. It just literally wraps you in metal. It's like magic handcuffs. It's the one hold spell that really goes through free action. But you pass your
Luckily I
save.
passed.
The bands form around you and then break and vanish. And Nick, just you and Arkvala right now. Just the two of you, please.
Initiative. Well, I want my hand to, like, at this point, be like holding her down on the ground.
It pushes against her.
It says it can trap
Between
people.
the two of you. Yeah, it can trap her against the wall, but it won't push down. It pushes. It's always between the two of you, so it will push her backwards and like maybe pin her hips against the back of the wall, where her back is like leaning out the wall or something like that. Roll me initiative for an action.
Yeah.
She's still casting spells. That's all she's got. Your spell will go off first, though.
Okay.
And you can definitely see her through the hand. The fingers give you enough room at this range to certainly spot her.
I don't think that she can cast a spell when she's being pushed either.
I don't think she can, but it's fine.
That seems
22 damage.
wild.
It definitely interrupts her invisibility spell. She screams, takes the damage. The hand pins her against the wall.
Is
She
she
cries
dead?
out in Matavan. No, she is close to dead, but not there.
I repeat, surrender. In Dracissian. And then I'll say it in Mystrian as well. And a Kugan.
She drops her staff to the ground and puts her hands in the air.
Now kill her.
No, it's saying prisoner. Okay, I will, like, kick her staff away. I'll have the hand, like, retreat and just go and float outside the window or just next to me. Ready to get her again. And I'm just gonna, like, make sure she's got no wands on her or scrolls. Hopefully I'll find her spellbook. You know, and then I'll tie her up.
I think Anton and Cyril are gonna go and dismantle all of the ballistas.
Yes, and as you do this, you'll see that the archers that were over here are going to back off. Everyone else is slain. They're going to retreat into the city. Imric, you are flying, or you have a fly spell. So once you're done sort of disarming this wizard right here, you can pop back up into the sky and see for certain now that there are a large number of people gathering in a few spots throughout town. This must be the like second wave of reinforcements here. And when we talk about a bunch of people, we mean like
Hold on,
the
wait.
remainder of
Can
the
we
city.
say, hold on, not second wave, you misspoke. You must have meant to say like eighth wave, right?
Fourth wave, yeah.
Okay, but I see people coming. Like,
Next wave.
am I talking
They're
like
not-
50 or 100 more?
Yeah, we're talking maybe 100, 150 people of various ranks sort of scattered throughout the city, having gathered together in command posts. Everyone who was on duty or off duty has been armed and armored and is gathering together in their posts. It's going to take them a little while to get here, but what will be coming is going to be a larger force. Maybe not a better force. Probably their best soldiers have already been killed right now. The wizards and spellcasters, there's not going to be a lot of those to replenish them.
Are you
Maybe a
gonna do
few
mass
more.
combat again?
I'm letting you know that you've got maybe 5 minutes on the wall before reinforcements arrive. So I'm giving you a decision on what you want to do. Are you going to stand and slaughter every last defender of the city, or are you going to take care of the wall and bounce?
Where the goal is
what
just
your
take care of the ballistas and leave, right? Isn't that our mission? Isn't that what we're here to
We
do?
want to take
Yeah.
care of the ballistas, and we need those scrolls. So we do need to go in these buildings.
We don't have time to do that unless we want to fight another 100 people.
We do need the scrolls, though.
Unless Nick,
need
did you
scrolls.
kill that lady or you just tied her up?
I just tied her up.
Can you ask her where they
maybe
are?
That's a good point. Yes. That's why I kept her alive, obviously.
Of course, that's what you were doing next. Yeah, you DM me that. I was
This
just
round,
What do you
Anton and
say?
Cyril are going up here to dismantle the thing. Well,
Wait,
Yeah.
Which language did she respond to when I said surrender?
None in particular. It just looked like it was obvious that you were trying to surrender. She was asking for surrender.
Okay. I repeat. Do you understand in Mistraean? Hang on. Eridonian.
He speaks Eridonian.
Okay. Cool. She, right? Not he.
She.
Yeah. Where are the protection from gas scrolls?
Captains of the watch have them, she says, pointing to this giant pile of bodies over here.
Okay. They were the ones that used the fire breath potion, right? What do I do with this person?
Yeah, because if you leave her, she can pick up her stuff and start casting spells again.
Kill them.
Can't you just grab her components or something?
Yeah, well, I already knocked her staff away and stuff. I mean, do I just kill her?
Yes,
You're just gonna... She surrendered.
And?
She did surrender. And
The
you
whole-
say...
Cared if we surrendered?
The whole point of
No.
asking someone to surrender is a trade. To surrender, if someone surrenders and then you kill them, that's...
She did tell you. She told you where the scrolls were too, Nick. She was a nice person.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say to her, I'm going to leave you here for a minute. If I see you leaving or casting spells, I'm going to come back and kill you. And I have the hand push her back into the corner.
That'll do.
And then I'm going to fly over
That'll
here
do.
and start looting the body of this captain here that I saw do the fire breath against Tyrael. And I can see the other one right here, but I don't know if that one's beneath a pile of bodies, but there's two of them, so I'm going to go loot them.
Within a minute or two, you can find them. They each have a protection from gas scroll on them.
Nice.
Great. Okay, once I get back, I will come via my brothers, and I will say, reinforcements are coming. Like, group up and get ready to leave.
Anton runs over here and grabs the spears.
You got them in your hands. 4 plus 1
Yes.
spears. There you go. Plus
No,
2 spears?
they're plus 2 spears.
4 plus 2 spears.
I would like to go through
Gather
the pants
together.
pockets also. Do I find any gold or silver on any of the deceased? No, I'm just kidding. I'm good.
Some extra experience points for you there. And Imric, how do you get him out of here?
I use my enlarge scroll to... Oh, wait, it says enlarge, but it's enlarge, not reduce, right? I can't use it to cast reduce if that's how the scroll is made.
Correct.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Shove her in a bag of holding, bro.
Can I do that on my own? I don't know if I can.
What? Do you not have a way to get everyone out of here, Imric?
Oh, I can amulet us out. I just need to get her out of the tower.
Why do we care about her?
We're bringing back a wizard to know and do negotiation.
Yeah, basically that.
Can't you just grab her and fly her out?
Can I? I don't know, Neil. Can I?
Wait, we're flying around. How are we getting back? I thought we were going to amulet back.
Yeah, we're gonna amulet. I'm just gonna bring her to you two, basically, and then we can all amulet out.
We can just go run over to you. We can run into the building and go upstairs and
He's
whatever.
in a watch. He's in a fucking tower. But yeah, you're
Yeah.
You got to run around the block. There'll be soldiers oncoming. It's a pain in the ass. Can you lift her? What's your strength, Nick?
9.
Can you bridal carry a woman out a window? No?
No. Is there any way I can use the
Anton will
hands?
scream. Imric, just come here, grab my featherfall shield. Let her use it to fall down to us.
Wait, can I not climb up the tower and just throw her and carry her out? Can I do this?
Oh, yeah. Tyrael can climb up the tower
I sure can.
because you've got all the things.
Yep.
You can easily climb into the window. The hand is pushing her against a wall.
Okay.
And how you get her out of the tower?
Can I hold on to her and carry her down? Will she let me?
You can't carry her while you climb.
How long? How big is it? How big is a tower? How tall up? How many feet?
I'm sorry,
30
just-
feet?
30 feet.
Can you
Okay.
just fly
I'm
it?
going to I'm gonna wrap I've got the rope around me. I'll say bind to both of us, so that she's bound to me, and I'll just start climbing down, and then I'll drop her when she's like 5 feet off the ground or something. Yeah.
That's good.
What do you mean? Like you're going to dangle her below you with the rope?
Sure. Why not? I'm strong as fuck. I got like 17 strength. I'll do it.
Give me a strength check. Let's see if you can manage this.
I'm gonna
ridiculous
I'm gonna
feat.
annihilate this strength check, Koibu.
Please be a 1. Let her die.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You get the party finds themselves down here in the graveyard. Anton, you can hop this wall into the graveyard.
I say to
All
her,
4 of you together.
hold my hand in Eridonian, and then I reach out for my brothers, and I will switch my amulet to the recall amulet, and then teleport us back.
Okay. She is an unwilling target. She gets a saving throw versus spell to avoid being taken.
She actually?
Surrendered. Of course she's willing.
She is not willing. She is resisting.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean she's resisting?
Well,
When we teleport,
you are
we all
the
have to have
subject
it
of
in
a spell,
mind,
you
yeah.
get saving throws.
Okay.
Yeah. And she does not want to come with you, so she doesn't.
Oh,
like
look
this
it, I didn't
precedent.
realize that.
We will
should have
just
killed
kill
her.
people from now on.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, we made our point. Once we get back to... Oh, no, I already
Sending
used the tele.
Zarathus, right?
Yes. I have the spell ready today. So I will... Once we're back in the ogre cave... giant cave, sorry. I will cast Sending at Zarathus. And I will say... how many words is it, Sending? It's 32
25.
words. 25 words, okay. Great green dragon, Zarathus. From
Worship
an...
you.
Well... From an unlikely friend, the defenses of Valara are crippled, their wall destroyed, their defenders dead.
That's
Have
25?
fun. Oh, I
Oh,
think
no.
that was like
that
20.
20.
Have
Yeah,
fun.
Have fun.
Yeah.
And you can get a message back, right?
Yeah, I can. I think I'd probably do Eridonian, since it kind of lives near Eridon, right?
You want to think about it and go to our first break?
That sounds like a great idea.
Wait,
Yeah.
what do you change the volume in the? Oh, never mind. I said I'm a dumb fuck. Okay. Also, while we're doing that, yeah. Okay, we'll be back. Wait.
The dragon replies, "Who would give me such a boon?"
I guess he doesn't understand how the spell works, because he's not going to reply.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he knows you'll message him tomorrow. You know.
I'll message him tomorrow, yeah.
Right. So you're back in your giant cave, the former lair of a blue dragon.
Right
And
next
you're
to our
alive.
home.
Yeah,
Well,
tomorrow we can teleport back to the capital, so why don't we just...
Can't we just
we're
go to our
probably-
keep? There's something
Oh.
fucked up in there.
Yep.
how do you get there? It's like
Well,
30 miles away
I
through
probably will
mountains.
teleport my ring of spell storing and I'll fly us.
Okay.
God, it never ends. Let's fly.
You arrive back at your keep. It's under construction. Halflings
looking
are
there?
everywhere. So, giants work together with humans and dwarves and union men to slowly build your keep, pulling it together. It's under construction. It's going to take a while to really be finalized. But there's a small abode nearby that has your family flag flying on it. That is where your mother and the three of you will be living
Where's my
during
wife?
while the keep is being built. Your wife? Did you already get married?
Yes. Well, I haven't been married yet, but I have a fiance, I guess.
There we go. Your fiance is probably not here. She stays with her family until you get married.
They were supposed
I'm
to
sorry.
make the church first and foremost, so we
Mm-hmm.
could get married there as soon as possible. Is that finished yet? or no?
The church is within the confines of the keep, right?
Yeah.
So the church is still under construction as they do dig out the basement and build all the ground stuff and work their way up towards it. You can see the church is, I'd put it like 70% done. The walls are built, but the symbology is not there. The roof is still missing. The tower is under construction.
Understood.
You can see large symbols of Velfara hanging from the church, already decorated somewhat before the final day. As you make your way into town, a small troop of halflings comes and surrounds the three of you, looking up. Some of them look familiar. You must have talked to these fuckers before, but who gives a shit? It's been a long time ago. And they hold out their grubby little hands.
I like to crouch down and like shake their hands or whatever. Greetings, halfling friends. It's good to visit you once more. Please,
Oh
though,
my
we've had-
god! Is it Imric McGarry?
We've had a long day. Please leave us to rest.
Oh, I'm just your biggest fan. Ever since you got rid of those dragons around here,
I know.
there
You're
have been any
definitely not my
monsters.
big-
Now that
you're
all of your
definitely not my
soldiers
biggest
are. Oh, let me just. I'm just the biggest fan. You have made such a difference in our lives. Thank you. The Rosewater has never been the same. It's such a better place.
I guess
now.
I'll run up and grab Imric and just carry him off since he seems incapable
Yeah.
of removing himself from the situation.
Thank you, McGarry's.
Bye. I wave as Tyrell moves me off. So where are we going? Are you finding somewhere to sleep? I can't remember. Wasn't there no taverns here that could accommodate us?
No, there must
They
be.
have been built.
Yeah.
What did you say, Neil?
Yeah, they've been
They
built.
have been built.
Oh,
They're
fantastic.
built.
Are they like the height of luxury?
No, these are the taverns for like the people who are working on building this place. They're workmen's taverns. They're blue collar bars. They only serve PBR.
So I think as we get to this place, there's there like workmen in there drinking and stuff.
Soldiers, guardsmen.
I assume they all see us come in, but I will go to the bar and I'm gonna pay for everyone to eat and drink for free, like tonight. So
The bartender says, "No, it's okay, my lord. You don't pay here."
thank you, and then I'll raise a drink to the guys and take a seat at a table. Well, a mission successful. I think that Zarathus will have an easy time there now. How long should we give it before approaching the Queen, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, we can't. What are we waiting for?
We need to wait long enough for Zarathus to make their presence known. To make sure that the Queen understands the
for the-
severity.
I mean,
Yeah,
Are
I'm
we
talking
gonna- we
about the
should-
Queen of Matava.
yeah. Do we, we just have to wait until we hear back, right? I guess we have spies or some kind of intelligence to let us know when the dragon's attacking, yeah?
Yeah, we can scry.
So we can probably wait, like, a day or two. The dragon, it's not going to take long, because why would the dragon wait a week for them to rebuild their defenses? So if he's going to go, it should be, like, I'd say, like, within 2 days at the most. Maybe he might even
Yeah.
already be
Right.
within a day, right?
Let's try tomorrow, and then I'll time pool like the attack or whatever we need.
Very good. Should we visit Matava in person? Or is this too risky? Maybe we should stick to spells to
Stick to
communicate.
spells.
Yeah, yeah, we can just do spells, yeah, of course.
What do you think we should ask for? Should we ask for them to join our Drakisian Empire? Or should we just ask for them to stop allying with Mistra?
I mean, we could just do a, I mean, we should, there's no reason not to make the big ask, and then we could just tail it back if we feel like it's not reasonable, right?
Yeah, all we need is for them to bend the knee.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yep.
Well, we should consult the queen first, though, before making those kinds of demands, right? Or even let her make that communication.
That's true. Yeah, we should bring that up with her. Well, we can teleport back in the morning once we've had a chance to rest. Anton, can you see to our wounds in the morrow?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Sitting in the
Wow.
bar with a cold drink, blood still on your clothes, gear, needing some cleanup. You sit for a little while until maybe 20 minutes later, in through the door walks your mother, flanked by her bodyguards.
Mother.
And she comes to join you at the table. Children,
So good to
I
see
don't
you.
think I've seen you in months. How was Glacia?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Strange, to put it lightly. Dangerous.
And you're
Profitable.
wounded. Where have you come from? Are you okay? She says, taking a look at your injuries that scatter your body.
Yes,
Fine.
nothing too much to worry about. It's just a few scratches. How have
How
things
have you
been
been,
going
Mother?
here?
Very well. All is going according to plan. Everything is orderly and tidy. All of our promised contributions have arrived, as well as some unexpected ones. I'm
Like
pleased
what?
to report there have been donations and gifts from various families. If you remember our friend Richard, he has donated a sizable chunk to the Temple of Velthara that we will build.
I bet he has.
Kind of him. And what of the giants? Have they performed their duties well? Has there been any incidents with the men?
They work very well. They seem to have formed some sort of special bond with the halfling workmen to get along uncannily well. It's a bit funny to watch, but it's nice.
I'm not hard to believe. I wouldn't mind seeing it myself. Curious creatures both.
She looks at Tyrael. Son, are you okay? You're awfully quiet.
I'm fine. We've just been through a lot recently. I think we just like slaughtered like 100 soldiers?
There's no need to bother Mother with the details. But yes, it's been a troubling day.
I imagine our stress will be the highest as the war winds down near its end, but we're coming to the most crucial moments of the conflict, so...
Indeed. This will all be over soon.
If that was
We have almost everything we need. Scoria will not be able to stand before us.
She looks heavy and sad after this last exchange. Gets up and says, well, if you are so depleted, let me leave you to your rest. You know where to find me. And she points down the street. I hope to see you again before too long. But rest, and we'll chat again. And she goes.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good.
That was strange. You think she fears the final battle?
I don't know. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen her. Things are getting a bit darker around the kingdom, I'm sure. Because she lived through the whole dragons coming and taking over everything, and I'm sure stuff looked really gloomy, so...
That's true. Well, we're back now. Hopefully something like that will never happen again.
Of course. Well, I think we rest and tomorrow we head to the capital.
Yeah. I've been thinking, the last thing we need scrolls, like these protection from gas scrolls, but we need them for fire against Scoria. I've searched up and down the kingdom, and I don't think anything like it exists, even though in theory it should be possible. It may take me some time to create these scrolls, perhaps months of research.
I don't think
I'll
we
speak to Classes.
months of time, right?
We simply can't fight Scoria without them. I thought that we'd be able to find them, but it turns out tracking one down has proven more difficult than expected. I'll speak to Classes and see if perhaps some wizard from eons past had already done the research, maybe make things easier for me.
I think we
just
talked about
forewarning.
this, and we're planning on. We're in our own private area of the bar, hopefully. Anton will talk low so nobody hears. We plan on moving the troops up slowly through Mystria. Now that Matava is probably out of the war, it seems like that is actually something we can do. And during those months, Imrit can learn how to do this.
Yes,
as we
well,
slowly push up to Scoria's lair.
The initial timeline that we talked about was like, this is going to be over within like a week, right? So now we're thinking of extending this movement into their lands by months.
We had talked about either doing a week, a few months, or like a few years. And I think we settled on the middle, a few months, so we could slowly just push up rather than just try and bum rush for his home. Fair call.
there's no point rushing at this last moment. This is a crucial step. The scroll will protect us. The scroll will protect us from the breath weapon. The ion stones will stop that protection being dispelled. There's no point of having the ion stones if we don't have the scroll. I'm sorry that I led you to believe that it would be more straightforward to find them. Alas, yeah, like I said, they're more rare than I expected.
Yeah, that happens.
But I'll do my best to cut things shorter when I speak to Cletus tomorrow.
Make sure you have some scrying tools. We want to see what happened in Valara.
Well, I pull out the crystal ball. Let's check on it now. I'll scry on Valara.
You can see the city.
Well, wait, hang on. Yeah, that works.
There is a section of the city that has been trampled by the mammoths that appeared, just completely overrun. Small fires have broken out as houses have collapsed into burning, fires in the hearth, and the fires have then spread to other areas. You see a dead mammoth just sort of laid out in the middle of town somewhere, a bunch of soldiers surrounding it, looking at it, chatting amongst it. The walls are much as you left them, corpses littering the place. people arrive with stretchers, ready to clean up the dead and make use of the area. The walls are heavily armed with every last available soldier who's not in the middle of doing some other task at the moment, just in case the dragon arrives. Ballistas are destroyed. You can see some ballistas are like being repositioned, like moved down the walls to try and space out what weaponry they have. It looks like a mess.
No dragon, though.
No sign of it.
I will wash away the images from the crystal ball and then attempt to scry on Zarathus, even though it's probably a very low chance. Yeah, probably not.
No way.
Yeah. Okay, well, looks like it's not there yet. I know that from the writings about the beast, she has cohorts with the hill giants in the forests around her. Maybe she will send them first to do recon.
It's only been a few hours. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, let's rest. I will finish my drink and I guess start to think about going to sleep.
Yeah, everyone takes a beat and gets ready for bed. I want to check in with some of our players here at this moment. Emric, you're facing down the final days of this war. You've got to do some very advanced research, discovering new spells that have been unknown thus far, creating your very first scrolls that will allow you to fight this dragon. It feels like just a couple years ago, you were a lowly drunk who was distantly related to power but had no respect.
Yeah,
kicking around town.
A meteoric rise.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of explored these themes in Imric's solo session, but I think the sad thing at the heart of Imric's story, and it's kind of what's happened with Shelley as well, is that all of those people that he was friends with before, that was the only thing in his life really, was his friends and going to parties and enjoying himself. That's all gone now. Like, when he's spoken to them in the streets, when he's run into them, they don't look at him the same. He can no longer relate to them. Their lives just seem like petty and wasteful compared to what he's been doing now, and it just finds it difficult to find any solace in his friends, really. Like, all that he really has in the world is his duty and his relationship with his brothers, but even that is, more often than not, seems to be business-like than it does familial. And he screwed things up with Shelley by not really paying enough attention and, not really committing. And yeah, he's powerful in a way that even like 6 months ago now, it seems to have crossed another point now where in that last fight there, I was just obliterating everything.
Going from being a relatively peaceful person to how many people did you just kill? 40? 50? 100?
Maybe not 100.
I mean,
yeah.
Single-handedly, you cloud killed at least 40 people.
Yeah.
Not to mention the Lance of Disruptions, the lightning bolts, the bow shots. How bloody are your hands, Nick?
Well, my hands are actually quite clean because it's mostly been at range. But metaphorically, though, they are quite stained with blood at this point. And the thing is, these Matavans, they didn't even really directly attack us. Like, we kind of attacked them. Now, it's not as simple as all that. But I think we're so close to the end that you have to just... I think he's at the position where he's just not thinking about it now. He's kind of just shoving all of that down. We're so close to the end that it's kind of like tunnel vision to the final moments, and we'll probably unpack and deal with all of this emotional trauma once it's done.
Keep yourself sort of numb for now. Just get through it.
It's probably what his father taught him.
Did you give me a wisdom willpower check for me?
Yeah. Not my.
Don't fuck it up, Nick.
Well, I probably. Oh
my god.
Yes. God rolls.
The temptation to lose yourself in drink is there, but the amount of discipline that you've gained in the focus, as you said, that sort of tunnel vision on the end goal, I think keeps you with like one drink that you got and you're barely sipping at it.
Yeah.
There's no point in getting lost in your beverages and losing focus on what's happening. You don't want to be drunk and studying. There's
Yeah, I think the task facing and the worries that are facing him are so monumental that I don't even think you can drink them away necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like trouble with the wife that you can just forget about. You know, it's kind of a bit too much, bit more all-encompassing than that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Anton, the end of all of this, which is near on the horizon, means something completely different from you. It means you'll be leaving everyone you know when Scoria is done. You'll be leaving this theoretical wife that you're going to marry, your family, your mother, your friends, the castle you're building, all of your wealth and glory and weapons, except for a couple of things you'll need behind, and traveling to a far distant land where there are no friends to serve your deity in a quiet life. This might even be your very last time hanging around the tavern with your brothers. Probably not, but if things go poorly, it could be. What is your reflection on the future, on this event that's coming up, this momentous occasion for you?
Anton's future is kind of bleak. I think he is destined to go and be Velthara's cleric in Solemn, so he is probably planning his affairs. There's a reason that he wanted to see his wife so badly. He wants to have a kid. He carry on his family name through him or her. And I think that he's probably thinking about faking his death rather than just like abandoning his perceived family.
Are there any thoughts on how you might fake your death?
I don't think he has any thoughts yet, but I'm sure he'll figure something out. He'll probably let his brothers know, but he still has to share with them where he's going to be going afterwards.
You haven't told them that you're leaving, have you?
I don't think he's told them officially that he's leaving, no, but I think he's alluded to it a little bit.
It's definitely sort of come up on the sidelines, but they don't really know that you're just gonna vanish.
They don't know
one
that
day.
he has to that he has to vanish, no.
What are you gonna tell them?
Probably after Scoria's dead.
Last but not least, Tyrael. Like your brothers, you have changed quite a lot since the beginning of this campaign. And I think Tyrael is a lot harder and colder of a man than he used to be. He used to be a rogue who knew people and did fun things, and now the burden of decision-making has come to you. You've been making life and death decisions for yourself and for others. You've been in a position where you're not sure if people are using you or cheating you. And you've kind of... you're more withdrawn now than you used to be. Sort of letting other people talk until you have to come and overrule them with the final decision. Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think so. There's like a little bit of relief that I think, honestly, most of the difficult things about like building the family reputation and everything are pretty much done. The only difficult thing now is the fight with Scoria, but assuming that goes well, all the other difficult work is more or less done, I think.
When Scoria is done and you become the Prince of Matava or Mystria or whatever title it is that you end up with, what is that going to be like for you? Are you going to be alone at the top with your two brothers?
I mean,
are you going to relax? What is your future?
Tyrael's still pretty young, right? Like 33, 4, something. I don't know where we're at. So like, probably have children, grandchildren, manage family. Like he would see himself like I'm sure they've got storybooks where they've talked about the Game of Thrones, and there was a man in there called Tyrion. No, Tywin. Yeah, so just like basically managing the family, right?
That's a very cold and sad, lonely position. Isn't it?
No, I don't think so. Jesus.
Tywin?
No, I don't think it's a cold. You have your children, you've got your grandchildren, you've got your little kingdom that you run, I guess. I mean, it can be cold and lonely if you want it to be, but I don't think it has to be. Not necessarily. Unless all your kids fucking hate you or something.
I mean, but you don't have... Do you have any friends? Do you have anyone that you would socialize with? Do you have anyone that you are emotionally attached to aside from your two brothers and maybe your mom kind of on the side?
I mean, not yet, but I mean, we've obviously seen a lot of people at court multiple times. We've got like some kingdom people that we've made friends with, like Arc Somber, kind of ish, and then I'm sure the queen and her associates. But yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't thought ahead. I mean, life post Scoria could be pretty easy and carefree, or it could be, I guess, a little bit cold and lonely. But
and unlike your brothers, you don't have anyone that you've been courting or dating or trying to get together with.
He's arranged, no?
He's with the queen's younger daughter or middling daughter or something, yeah.
Right. Your cousin.
Which is fine.
Which is fine, yeah.
It is fine in this world, thank you, yeah.
Do you think that when this is over, you might go back to a life of ease and comfort and socialization?
I think there's something to be said for this would be post everything, but I think Tyrael has like lived his whole life as a rogue, like doing cheeky things and like having cheeky friends, like his rogue followers and everything, and doing that. But like having a family name that's respected and honorable and revered has been like always the goal, and it seems like we've more or less like super achieved that, like even overachieved that. So I guess there's like some possibility where after everything is said and done and we have the respect and everything, maybe he gets bored in the future and he's like, you know what, I kind of want to go adventuring again, maybe from like a personal point of view. But I guess it depends a lot on what post Scoria life looks like. I guess it could go either way.
Yeah, you'll have a whole kingdom to run. There's not going to be any time for adventure.
Well, did we want, I know we have our own family stuff to run. Did we 100% iron out that King of Mystria or Metalvad stuff? Did we settle on that?
I think we agreed that you were going to be King of Mystria, yeah.
Did we 100% settle?
You could always say you don't want it, but that is what is on the table right now. Is that a life you want? Rulership? Kingship? Always at the top? Never having an equal? Even your spouse being subservient to you?
Well, I mean, that's going to happen anyway, let's be real, right? No, I think there's a lot of fun stuff to go on in that direction. Yeah, I don't know. It could go either way. I guess it'll depend on what things look like. I think there's a difference in that, like, I don't know if Tyrael ever was necessarily like, I love being a rogue and it's like my passion to be a rogue, right? Like, Tyrael's relationship with his uncle, wasn't a choice by Tyrael. It was a consequence of like kind of the neglect of his father. So that was a thing that he did, and it was fun, but there was always like that resentment building about not having the super honorable family, not having like the nice name, having a mother that, fell from grace because she didn't want to be queen. So like getting to so he's not like leaving a life where he's like, oh my god, I love being a rogue and doing all that. Also, I think that like the leadership stuff and all of the like quests we've been on and everything have been fun, but also, as you said, like they've been like very stressful in another type of way. Like being the leader of a kingdom, I guess you have to manage and gamble with the resources of your kingdom, but being like the quasi leader of like his brothers, you're gambling with the lives of your family. It's like a lot more stressful, I think. So there's going to be like some stress to running a kingdom, but I imagine it hopefully won't be on this level. Plus, the world post Scoria is going to be a bit more peaceful, of course, right? They always are, for at least a little bit afterwards, anyway. So yeah.
So you're hopeful for the future.
I think Tyrael feels
going to be easier.
Pretty hopeful, yeah. I think so.
Are you going to utilize your brothers as leadership tools, or are you going to let them be free? Are you concerned that they might vie for authority in your new kingdom?
No, that doesn't seem to have ever been a problem so far. I guess if he was worried about anything, the only thing he'd be worried about would be the stuff relating to Anton and his religious stuff, because that seems a little spooky, but we haven't had a sit-down conversation with that yet. But Emmeric's still here. He's chill. Our mom is still healthy. She's alive. Our relationship with the queen is good. She's doing fine. At least two of us are said to be wed. We'll be good. Like, yeah.
It's all fine.
I think, can I be optimistic? Is that okay? Am I allowed to be optimistic in this campaign?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay. I will be.
You absolutely can. Good.
We've done a lot of work to get to where we are. Yeah. He is optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's justified.
Yeah.
I think they're good.
I think there has to be some level of optimism in Tyrael, otherwise, like everything is just fucked. Like maybe we would cut a deal with Scoria and just end the war and like go fuck off somewhere and be powerful or whatever. But no, I think there's a good degree of hope. I mean, like keep in mind that like the upswing and the power and everything too. Like we came back here with the kingdom almost in ruins, and then we almost single-handedly like flipped everything around 180. Yeah, I think we're pretty capable. I think everything is going okay.
You're gonna get Scoria. You're going to be king of Mystria. You're going to be able to slow down and retire. You'll have a wife. You'll have a family. You'll have kids. There'll be someone to carry on your name. You'll have castles. You'll have the horde of Scoria's wealth. You'll have a close ally with your aunt, who's going to be the empress of the area. There's no reason not to be optimistic about the outcome of the war in the future.
Agree. Absolutely.
And the other part of your life that you've left behind wasn't something that you were drawn to. It was something that you just happened to be involved in. So you haven't really lost anything either.
Yeah, I agree. And it wasn't even like that great anyway, because like, I mean, looking at what his two brothers are able to do power-wise, obviously, like the roguish stuff doesn't help that much. And then looking at the looking at the cost to honor, like, is also like not that great either. Like, I think he would have rather been a proud fighting knight, like almost like Anton, instead of being like a guy that creeps around and hides around in the shadows because his dad's brother, taught him to do that, so he could steal shit from people who are gambling growing up.
Yeah, it's looking up. It's gonna be okay.
The roguish side of you is kind of like a reminder of like where you and your family came from.
In a bad way, yeah.
Yeah, in a bad
you should
way,
have
yeah.
all of your followers executed.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't think he like hates roguish people, because he's still gonna have like we set up literally the criminal like underbelly is going to exist in our keep, so he can always like dip into that world. I'm sure talk to Vega and stuff and see what's going on, but it'll be like Robert and Ned Stark like reminiscing on days of old, not like I need to go out and do this again.
Okay. A night well spent in the tavern.
Fuck,
Mostly.
I don't
amongst your
know
own
if I want to be
thoughts.
the only optimistic one, because the optimistic one's always the one that gets killed. Now I'm not sure on a meta level if I'm okay with this.
Well, I think Imric is optimistic about our family and the kingdom.
Yeah, but does everyone even care about the family of the kingdom that much?
Maybe not as much as Tyrael. I think he cares about the well-being of the people and the kingdom. Yeah, I think he's less concerned about like honor and the family.
I think
compared
Imric,
to
yeah,
Tyrael.
Imric is more concerned about the family, and I think Tyrael is more concerned about the family name, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's right. I think Imric sees his duty as more to the kingdom than he does necessarily to his family. Whereas I think
Because he
Tyrael's
spent
the
way
other
too
way
much
around.
time with Arc Sombra getting brainwashed, but don't worry, we'll undo
True.
that.
Yeah. True. Yeah, so I think we have a good night, We've just shown how powerful we are. Like, we've just gone and just, like, stomped an entire army's worth of powerful fighters.
Is there anything, Scoria aside, that you're concerned about? Is there any enemy that still worries you? And this is to all our players.
The only thing that worries Tyrael is
Magic lady.
we've done so much crazy shit in terms of being able to just like pop out of thin air and kill people. We've gone across the land, and I imagine that we've probably made more enemies than any other family, maybe even in the history of the whole continent, in terms of like magical enemies, in terms of enemies across different continents, in terms of enemies across different species, enemies across different families and armies, and then like magical and powerful enemies. That the idea that one day somebody could walk out of the portal and just lop our heads off from some super powerful other thing is a little bit worrisome, but yeah.
You know, a
There is
long,
one.
long time ago, there was an invisible assassin that tried to murder Imric in the streets who got away and hasn't been seen since. Is that a worry for anyone?
I mean, if he failed to kill us then, he's not going to be able to do it now.
Yeah, that didn't even feel like an when we say invisible assassin, we mean like a random fucking loser that was given a knife and a invisibility spell, right? Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Not even
But,
not even on the radar.
Not even
But there is one enemy that haunts my dreams at night that I think back. Well, not even the rust monsters. It makes me laugh, right? As the tales of the Megari's invincible power spreads across the continent, it makes me laugh that there's a Scorpion Man King beneath his burrow being like, those Megaris are nothing.
true.
We defeated them
Those guys
easily.
almost fucked us up.
So I do worry that one day I'll look out of my wizard tower and see an army of Scorpion men marching towards the keep.
20 feet of distance between each of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have allies too. You've made friends. You've got power. You've got a dragon on your side, and you're friends with another one. You've got giants, halflings. Don't ever underestimate the halflings.
We don't.
I mean, there's
No.
not that many enemies that we made that we're left with any power to possibly challenge us. Like, pretty much everything that we've come up against, we've completely and utterly destroyed or, like, crushed so hard that they kind of wouldn't dare to retaliate.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest threat was the dragons, but I think we made the right choice on that.
And they're almost all local enemies, right? There's not like you made a whole bunch of enemies over in Solemn and they might come back and haunt you. You killed some people there, but it wasn't like you were making the enemy of an empire or something. All of your foes are nearby.
And the Verasi generals in that, like, just the place just before Glacier, like, we spoke to them and we told them who we were, and they were moderately, like, chill with us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well,
The next morning, I'll cast a few spells.
the next morning comes. It's a quiet, calm day out here. You can hear the pounding of hammers and the chiseling of stone, the rolling of carts. The place is busy, but quiet, but calm, peaceful. What spells are you casting?
I'm gonna wait for Imric to show me Valara.
Yeah. I'll learn a couple of clairvoyances today. So, but first off, I'll try the crystal ball on Valara. That's probably a pass.
Oh, because low is good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You will see much more Valara is destroyed than yesterday. Somewhere between your two castings, something has come in and crushed towns. There are bodies in the streets again. These are not the ones that were there before. These are just random bodies that are like lying left all over the place. No wounds on them, no signs of carnage, no blood filling the corridors, just corpses here and there. Ruined buildings. That church where that mage was hiding in is gone, just completely crushed and destroyed.
Good. After seeing that, then I will say to the two of them, it seems that Zarathis has visited Matava after all. Perhaps I shall check in with him, and I will sending him
Make sure
again.
you take 2 of those today, because you also need to check in with the queen.
Queen of Matava.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's right. I guess I'll take 2 sendings today. So I cast one to Zarathis, and I will say, Zarathis, it is your friend, Imric. I see you have taken my advice and advanced upon Valara. Does your journey take you deeper within Matava, or have you retreated to your forest?
I thank you for your gift, but I do not know you, nor do I trust you.
I have 2 time pools. First time pool is going to be Zarathis receiving Imric's first message. I want to see where they were at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Roll me
second
some
time
dice.
pool is going to be him receiving, or her receiving Imric's second message. I want to see where they are.
Great. They both
first-
fail.
The second one fails?
They both fail.
Oh, okay.
What does that
Yes.
tell you?
Your spells don't work, Anton?
No.
What does this
I
mean?
assume some sort of anti-scrying device on them? Sure.
Interesting. Must be one of its magical pieces. Worth killing it after all, yeah.
Where's Scoria at?
Scoria is in her mountain.
What should I say to the Matavan Queen? What do we think? How do I word this?
You could tell her to send an envoy to Wicthron Berenta. We can negotiate.
I'm not sure she'll have. I think we should offer to act quickly, for the dragon might be back soon. If we have to wait for an envoy to move, it might maybe take too long.
Do we think it's going to destroy the entire kingdom in like 3 days, or? Oh, I guess an envoy might take like days or weeks to get to us.
Yeah.
Something. If you want your kingdom to survive.
Wait, we should speak to the queen first, right?
We absolutely should, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are we ready? Are we finished here?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. I will teleport us back to the capital.
I'll divine it just to make sure nothing wacky goes on.
Yeah, we're alright.
Yep, we're good.
Okay, you arrive back in the capital. Unlike the peaceful, quiet little Riverlands, the capital is a hustling and bustling place filled with action and activity. People are everywhere, pushing through this way and that way, trying to get to their jobs, to their work, to help their war effort. It is a sea of beings.
Well,
you
yeah,
make
we
your way
teleport into our house, but yeah, I think from there we just go straight to the queen. Anton, if you got healing spells for us, probably best we don't turn up too wounded if we can avoid it.
Yep. Here are 4 cure light wounds. Tyrael got 13 HP yesterday.
Okay. I'm adding...
Here's 48. Just do 2 to Emmerich, 2 to Tyrael.
Okay, I'll take
Where your
an
HPs
8.
are at.
I'm at 47 out of 84.
I'm at 57 out of 87.
Here, take these 2. Split them. So Emmerich
I'll
take
take-
8, Tyrael
yeah.
take 11.
Okay,
If
6.
we need more HP, I can take a nap.
No,
We'll
well,
heal tomorrow, it's fine. Right.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I spend a lot of my spell slots today, Neil, filling my ring of spell storing. Because I used the teleport and the polymorph self and the invis yesterday, I think. So I fill those back up. Right, I don't think we need to book an appointment. We can probably make our way to the queen now.
Yeah. It turns out today the queen is busy with other things and has no time for you unless it's an absolute emergency. So you can kill the day in town, replenish your spell slots, memorize anything that you need, come back, and you'll have a bright and early AM appointment with the queen in one of her small parlors.
right.
Some knights will be there, officers, Clertis, a cleric, Arcsomber. There's a whole crew of people here in one of the parlors, but not the war room.
Should be enough HP to get us all back up.
Yeah, I can use polymorph self to heal as well, so I think...
I think we're
Oh my god, those are great rolls. Look at all those 8s and 10s.
yeah, that's good rolls.
back to full. Everybody.
Got it.
Can we scry on, I guess, Valara again? See if anything's changed.
Yeah,
Certainly.
I'll do another scrying.
I'm gonna do another time pool too.
Another pass.
Certainly, more destruction has been wrought on Valara, somewhere between your last 2 scries. More of the city lies in ruin and crumple. You can see improvised defenses have been set up all over the place. Streets are barricaded with whatever has been found. Sharpened stakes have been brought forth. But it looks quiet now.
Anton does a time pool. Show me the destruction of Valara yesterday. But assume it passes because I'm not doing it directly on her.
Yeah, that's a clear event that has happened. You're very well aware of it.
Wait, were we there yesterday? Or were we there 2 days ago?
No, we were there 2 days ago.
Okay, because we're not able to see us destroying it. Okay.
Yep.
You catch a glimpse of Valara at nighttime. So there's not much to see, but there's like a few lights here and there scattered around. You can hear the shouts of people as like this dark form moves in between all the unlit areas. And then, a light will go out here and a building will collapse and you'll hear the cries of the people inside. And then something will happen and a whole building will go up in flames. The dragon will move into an area lit by braziers and lanterns, breathing out a huge plume of gas across various fleeing civilians, enslaved people tied to posts, a couple of soldiers here or there, and then the dragon dips back into the darkness out of sight and crunches its way through the city, destroying this, destroying that, staying very, very still. It's dark through the time pool, so it's hard to tell exactly where the dragon is and what it's doing, and it does seem to blend into the surroundings and the darkness unusually well. Maybe it's a magical effect, maybe it's a part of this type of dragon, maybe it's just the fact that it's dark and it's hard to see through the time pool and the ripples of water. But certainly the dragon has been inside Valara and has been wrecking it.
Okay.
Well, seems
One
like she
thing,
attacks at night.
Yeah, that means that she's probably retreating back beyond the wall. And then coming back the next day. We could do with her heading deeper into their territory, but hopefully this is enough to convince the queen to side with us.
Talk to the queen, see what she says.
Yeah, before we go, I'm going to set up a contingency, Neil, if that's okay.
The spell.
Yeah, today. So I will use a stone skin, and I will say the contingency is whenever my current whenever a stone skin spell on me is shattered, recast stone skin.
By means of the spell, the wizard is able to place another spell upon his person so that the latter spell will come into effect under the conditions dictated by the casting of the contingency spell. The contingency spell and the spell it is to bring into effect are cast at the same time. One that no higher level than 1/3 the caster's experience level rounded down, but not higher than a 6th level spell.
So 4.
One contingency placed on the spellcaster at any one time. If a second one is cast, the first one will be canceled. And that does free up your spell slot then.
Yeah.
Okay. When and the contingency is when your current stone skin is gone,
Well,
a new one will
I
be
haven't got stone skin today. It's when it's shattered by attacks, specifically.
Okay.
So if it just times out, then it won't tick. It's only if it's broken through attacks.
Got it. Got
Yeah.
it. So right now, when you have no stone skin on, it's not going to happen. But if you cast stone skin on
Yeah.
yourself and then it breaks, okay.
It comes
And this
back
will last
in.
for 12 days.
Yep.
Cool. And you're not casting stone skin when you go into the
No.
keep.
No, not today. All right.
Great.
Let's go.
Yeah, you make your way into the keep. You're brought to the parlor room. Advisors, counselors, wizards, clerics, knights, generals, clertis, the queen, a couple of servants bringing people food and drinks. It's a busy little parlor. As you come in, you get a standing ovation from the assembled generals and soldiers. Even the queen stands up and applauds lightly for you before everyone is seated. And she waves in your direction and says, "Brothers McGarry, so good of you to come. Tell us, why have you come here today?"
I believe we'd
seek counsel.
probably like private counsel for a discussion of our future military strategy in lands afar.
She shoos away everyone that is not supposed to be here, and they scatter.
You go.
A much smaller room. The servant's gone now. Just a couple of generals, the
Were there
high
any grudges at
cleric.
us?
In this room?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. A pair of generals in here are not particularly thrilled. One of them is mildly annoyed at you. Give me a charisma check, see if you can remember his face or something about him.
Oh, 22.
Yeah. You kind of recognize this guy. You seem to recall that... What was it? What was this? What was the thing with this guy? Right. This is one of the people that had like a pretty good claim to the future of Mystria at some point in time. Like he's an old family, he's been around a long time. He's from Ralwick. If anyone was gonna sort of like take Mystrian lands and add it to like their principality, it would have been this fucker. But now you guys are going to be like the kings of Ralwick, and so East Voden is not going to be his. He's kind of pissed about it. You're pretty certain you remember him really, really wanting East Voden on hand. Another person over here, you also, well, actually, give me another charisma check, see if you recognize this guy as well. A lot of nobles. Nah, you don't recognize this one, but he's got a stronger grudge against you. He seems sort of pissed, and it seems directed at you in particular, Anton. You'll notice his eyes land on
Anton
you.
will give him a wink.
He'll grit his teeth and smile at you. Clearly, he's not trying to let you know that he's mad at you. He's being the good man in the room.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, in the private room with the queen, we'll tell her that we destroyed the defenses in Valara. The dragon is wreaking havoc now in the lands, and we wonder if she thinks it's appropriate to reach out to their queen and make an offer.
What offer would you have me make?
Well, how much can we bring their kingdom in line with ours? What's the possibility of that?
I don't know. We can get them, at the very least, having them stop supplying Mystria, stop moving their soldiers, stop trading them goods.
Of course.
Further
That would be
than that,
the very least, of course. But their kingdom is poised on the edge of oblivion. That dragon will wreak havoc throughout the entire lands until nothing remains. You think perhaps we can push for more?
We thought that perhaps we could ask the Matavan Queen to bend the knee, so to speak, to yourself, recognizing your status as Emperor, and thereby falling under your protection and justifying us slaying the dragon for them.
that sounds nice, Emmerich. But I don't trust the Matavan Queen. I think she would bend the knee just to avoid their doom, and then when it was convenient, turn on us.
I wonder if...
Change?
Yes, maybe. The slave state that is Matava maybe doesn't fit with the core values of the Dracissian Empire.
That's my thinking. Why don't we let Zorthis destroy the slave state? Ruin what it can, and in its ashes, we can rebuild whatever we want. I assume if you can kill Scoria, Zorathis will be no problem.
It's an option, but we'd kind of hoped to kill Zorathis before fighting Scoria in the hopes that maybe it may have something that could aid us.
See, my queen, I have a shitty spear. It is
And I,
only
a
plus-
shitty bow.
We will kill Zorathis. It will happen. We're merely wondering if there's anything else we can accomplish diplomatically on the back of that defeat or victory for us.
I don't trust the Matavans at all.
Well, we've shown them what we can do. We might not trust them to keep to their word, but they're not self-destructive.
Perhaps. But if the queen says she doesn't trust them, then perhaps there's no use wasting any time here. We need to capitalize on the situation of their kingdom and kill the Green Dragon. And I guess we can move on from there, yeah?
Let us discuss with Shine how best to go about it, then.
But give the dragon some time to do its work.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a hurry to kill Zorathis, I say let her ravage 1, 2, maybe 3 cities. Let Matava waste its youth and its blood and its magic on this dragon. Let the dragon bleed them.
In
The
meantime,
innocence there.
Perhaps if we
research?
What innocence.
really wanted
Emmerich.
Or go ahead.
The slaves, perhaps. The dragon's breath weapon won't differentiate between slaves and warriors.
I'm sorry. Do you understand that we're at war? People will die by the hundreds, by the thousands, and it's always the innocents who suffer. It's never the true people who are the cause of these problems. When we invade Mystria, innocents will die. When Mystria attacks us, innocents will die. These slaves, the sad lives that they lead, it might be better off for them to be peacefully put to rest rather than live under the brutality of their empire. And when it's all settled and it's done, we can resow the fields. We can free the survivors. We can empower them. We can give them what they need to live again. But there's little use for us to waste our time and our material and our supplies to prop up the brutal Matavan Empire? No.
I start to speak and then catch myself and I'll say, of course, your wisdom outstrips mine. And I'll take like a step back or something.
I mean, if we really wanted an allegiance there, I mean, we could do it like US style. So we could make a public offering to them and say that, like, you should do some form of allegiance to us if you want. We can even demand changes, and then we wait until factions rise up in the country that we would support, and then they could overthrow the current ruling. We back that faction, then they take over the country, and then we move on from there. Because if we make a public offer,
much more palatable.
Yeah, if we make a public offer to them and their current matriarch is unlikely to agree with it, there's going to be internal pressure for them to agree to us for something. Otherwise, they all face destruction, right? So whatever new faction rises, we support that faction until they have enough power because of our backing to take over the kingdom, and then we move from there. Yeah.
Queen nods. I think that's a lovely plan. One of the prime tenets will have to be the alteration of rules of slavery. I have no problem if someone is captured in war and their life is spared in exchange for servitude and they are enslaved for the rest of their life. That person chose to fight in that war. They chose to surrender in that battle. They have chosen their fate, and I'm okay with that. But these people being born into slavery generation after generation, I mean, men are stupid, no offense, but it's unfair. It's unjust. This should not be done. We'll have to destroy that tenet of their culture. I do worry how many people would choose to give up such a... the people we'd be making this offer to are greatly benefit from this structure. I wonder if we'll be able to convince anyone to leave it behind.
I mean, it's either that or they can put their swords to the dragon and attempt to kill the dragon, ravaging their lands, no?
Mm-hmm.
If
the three of us standing right here, the only ones who can kill that dragon.
Correct.
I agree. Well, perhaps Scoria could. If we could put our demands into, say, 3 small sentences, what would they be? End the matriarchal slave state. Agree to work with Emperor Valoria Wick of Druckus and stop assisting Mistria in their war efforts. I don't think we need 3. I think 2 basically is subsumed, or 3 is subsumed by 2, right? If they're working with us, they're not going to allow. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I could sneak into their capital and permanently display these words in the sky for all to see. Their wizards could maybe...
Until the next wizard dispels
their wizard could maybe dispel them, but it would take time. I doubt that would be done easily. Enough for the population there to see, for everyone important in their capital to see. We're talking about a public offer. It doesn't get more public than that.
Yeah.
I agree. You could just ride shine and do it then, or you could sneak in, I guess.
It's probably safer to sneak in.
While we wait these weeks or months for this to happen, I believe that, Imric, you're going to need to start making your scrolls, and I'm going to start making our potions.
Indeed. In that regard, I should speak with Clertus and Alexomba. Also, Anton, whilst you're doing research into potions, I believe there is such a thing. We saw some of them in Glacier, I believe. Oils of elemental resistance. Maybe such a thing exists for fire.
Heard about those, yes.
Maybe while you're researching potions, you could find something similar.
Anton is either going to research potions or he might make an item. I don't know how making an item goes, Priest. But I think
you need permanency for that, and you need 14th level.
I think priests can pray to their god for it.
Yeah, but you still need...
permanency for that? I thought it was a way for priests to get their magical weapons. Because it's really weird.
Yeah. Wizards can make any magic item that is not specifically reserved for the use of priest characters, such as Staff of Curing, or limited to certain races, such as Boots of Elvenkind. Racial items are created by priests of that particular race. Priests and wizards do this. Level requirement. Both wizards and priests must be at least 11th level to create any kind of magical item other than a potion or scroll. Wizards are also limited by the spells required to actually create them, enchant an item, and permanency, as opposed to and any other appropriate spells. Priests, on the other hand, do not cast spells to create items, but use a consecrated altar. Ooh.
I linked you the passage also on spell creation in the Discord for priests.
Nice.
Do you want to look it up and take our final break, or do you want us to skip our last break? Or?
I think we'll probably just skip our last break, unless you guys need it.
Yeah, sure.
Fine.
So it sounds like you can indeed create magical items, MrMouton. What do you want, though? Usually magic item creation involves a certain amount of questing. Usually requires like elaborate materials from far off planes or distant areas. What are you looking for?
Heard. There's a amulet of Elthara. Could it not be possible to make a spear of Elthara?
No. That's an artifact created by the gods.
Got it.
Yep.
Can you sacrifice weapons in order to get a boon, or no?
What do you mean?
Basically, Anton wants a nice spear. I'm not asking for a +5, but something, you know, decent.
+6.
You want an improved spear. Okay.
I want like a +4 or 5, yeah.
Can you like magic me up like a holy bow while you're there?
Yeah, I'll try. I'll
Nice
talk to
one.
her, you know? I'll put in a good word.
Okay.
Thanks.
Maybe for your soul, if you want to come and...
No, I played that game.
I bet I
once
get
as
that. I
well.
bet I can make that happen. If you want to come to Solomon with me forever, I bet I could get you a spear. I bet I could get you a bow.
No, I'm alright. Actually, my haste bow is working out pretty well, actually.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's not much good against the dragon, but...
Great. We will have you spend some time in prayer sorting out what that will require. And before our next session, I will have some, I'll have Velthara's answer for you on what it would take to do these things.
Cool. I'll be either doing that, or I'll be making potions,
Okay.
depending on...
Right. Any potions in particular?
Yep, the potion of slipperiness, and the potion of elemental resistance.
The oil of fire resistance, I think.
Oil of fire resistance and oil of slipperiness. I think it's...
Okay. Noted down. I'll have answers for you after your prayers.
Yeah, I'd like to have a conversation with Sombar and Clertus.
Sure.
I gather them both together, and I say, as we've spoken about before, Oxombar, the final key to our plan to defeat Scoria is a protection scroll that will, deliver ultimate protection from fire. I had hoped that we'd be able to track something like this down. Perhaps the recipe already existed, or we may have even already had some in the kingdom, but it turns out that that might not be as straightforward as I'd imagined.
Clertus butts in the middle of your speaking. I know. It's, with Scoria being around for so long, every time that there has been a potion of fire resistance, someone has found an excuse to use it, and
Scroll, not a potion.
Right, scrolls, of course. Most of the fire resistance things have already been lost in attempts to kill Scoria thus far. It's been, centuries of this stuff, and other things have piled up because they haven't been used, but resistance to fire often gets consumed by foolhardy heroes that are, not as great as you.
So these scrolls do exist. They have existed. Would we have any record of who may have made them in the past? Their spellbooks could hold the answers and save me months in research.
Clertus pops out a book runs over to a bookshelf, plops out a book, and flips through some pages and emphatically points to a passage. Right here, we can see that Mother Teresa was a primary user of these things. She led a group of people to go negotiate with Scoria, and they were never heard from again. And in this passage, when it talks about the end of her life here, it says that she had gotten these scrolls while she was visiting in Solemn. I don't know what happened to her there. Unfortunately, she came back with them and went to go negotiate with Scoria, and was never seen from again. And that was 400 years ago. But she did get them in Solemn.
Yeah, well, I'm reluctant to leave the continent once again, given the last time we left what happened. Sombar, do you or Cletus, do either of you know of maybe mages powerful in the past who were maybe experts in fire magic? Maybe they would have such a spell in their spell books if they could be tracked down.
Not here in Arcadia, but distant lands, I could maybe find something up, at least a generalized location. We've already looked in all the tombs of all the wizards in this land that I could find and that were still intact.
I understand.
Maybe we could talk to Shine.
duties will-
Maybe Shine would know. Maybe.
Yeah, perhaps. In the meantime, I recovered a large collection of magical books from our trip in Glacier, and I've not yet had the chance to sort through them all. Some of them will be magical in nature, Sambar. I'm sure you'd have an interest in looking at them anyway. But perhaps we could search through them. If not for the recipe for the scroll itself, but if maybe just for a powerful enough fire spell that may allow us to create the scroll.
I would be most happy to look through those books with you. I do not understand the Glacian tongue, but I do have some spells to help me get through it.
Yes, well, a number of them are, I think, are spell books written in the magical tongue, so your normal magic should allow you to interpret them at least. I will have them delivered to your tower. And Cletus, maybe you could assist with this research. This is probably the most important thing we can do to end the war and end Scoria for good. So I would hope that all resources could be put in this project.
We will assist you as best as we can.
Okay, so I'm going to get all the books delivered to them, and hopefully they can sort through them. Cletus can look for old fire mages, and hopefully we can try and avoid me having to actually spend like 4 months researching this protection scroll.
Oh, a couple things. If it is going to take a long time, if we're looking at literally months, there's a few things we can do. One, you can talk to Shine and Balerion, who we're on good terms with now. They both talk to each other. If they did have fire stuff, it wouldn't be exhausted by the kingdom because dragons aren't using scrolls for them, right? So we could talk to both of them. Also, if it's going to take months, I think we were trying to end this earlier because when we asked them about Senegal to set up a meeting with her, I think they stated that like well, it would take months, weeks or months. So we could try to have them set up a meeting with Senegal too. Maybe she has like spears or magical items for trade or for sale, right?
That'd be good.
Okay. We should do that.
Balorian and Shine have been hanging out, right?
Yes, they have. We explicitly told them to go chat with each other.
So I'm going to get Shine to give me a lift to near Matava anyway. Actually, no, I don't think I need to do that, but we should speak to Shine about that, though.
Yeah.
About the skywriting?
No, I'm going to do that myself, but we can speak to her about fire protection scrolls.
Yeah.
And killing the dragon if it comes to when it comes to it.
Killing which dragon?
Killing
Zerathis.
the green one? So yeah, it's
yeah.
Zerathis.
Yeah, because Shine will help in that big time.
Yeah. While I have you all here, let's talk about the generals in this room, because they often get overlooked. You know, they've got military strategy and advice, which usually doesn't apply to what you're doing since you're not commanding large swaths of soldiers. But as long as you're here, the topic of the actual ground war comes up. And these generals would like some advice and some direction on how this is going to go. Their plan, since the bridge at Bridgegate is gone, is to move people across the river near Bontheris, across the river Voden, either by boat or through a bridge. and just plunge straight up the middle. Of course, the lake will split you, and either probably go to the right,
Yeah.
where they've already come across, and then come into Crown Hold this way. And they want to know, when the armies are on the move, are you going to be with them? Are you going to be in and amongst them? How are you going to pin down Scoria, so she doesn't simply roast an entire army?
I think for us to do what we do as effectively as possible, our location is probably not going to be known. But if Scoria shows herself, we'll kill her. I think that's all we can say.
So you will be there with us. How large of an area can you protect?
I don't know. It depends on how quickly we have to respond.
Good question.
And it depends on how much time we have to prepare.
Well, assume that the army marches 15 miles a day. So it'll take 10, maybe 20 days to get to Crown Hold. The hills will be slower.
I think we can protect a huge area. I'd say miles across.
We need Shine. Well, this isn't going to be the conversation with them. But we're going to probably have Shine, I would assume, like
Circling.
tackle Scoria down.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only way we can get Scoria
It's
out of it.
risky for her, but we need her to do that and then try and break out of the fight whilst we kill her.
She's immune to her breath weapon.
Yeah.
Like, the only way that we can get Scoria out of the area is if Shine fucking.
We are going to be knowing Scoria's coming though, right? Like you'll know her coming, so it's not like we're going to be caught off guard.
Correct.
Yeah,
Unless
that's
she,
what I'm saying.
teleports there.
We can probably
Yeah.
we can defend like miles of area because we'll know where she's coming from. So yeah.
Yeah, Miles.
So we can run our supply lines like normal, keep our men in columns like normal.
Yes.
Yes.
But
That's
we
not
should
to
move
say-
as one group. We shouldn't split and send different factions in different areas.
No,
we should
that-
consolidate the entire army into one ball.
Well,
Defeat, yeah.
with proper spacing and everything, which I'm sure they understand because they're not dumb fucks. Yeah.
Of course, of course. There's some concern. One of them speaks up and says, one of the reasons armies move so slowly is supply lines are difficult to maintain. The deeper we get into Crown Hold, the further they will be stretched. We will have carts and wagons pulling food and resources, arrows, water, whatever it is that we need, all the way from Bontheris, all the way to Crown Hold. Maybe the front of the army, if you can manage a couple square miles, the bulk of the army could be protected. But what about our supply lines? What will prevent Scoria from simply incinerating them and leaving our men to starve in the field?
We'll be able to protect everything. That's all we can say.
Well, on that point though, do you remember the portal spell, the clerical portal spell that we used to bring people back from the Mithril mine? Could we not bring that cleric with us and use this spell to bring in supplies at the end of the day from home?
I thought that portal could only hold so much or have so much pass through it.
With myself there, I think I could hold it open long enough to bring enough supplies. I'm not sure if this has been considered before, generals, and dismissed for some reason that I don't foresee.
Well, we don't normally have everything deathballed into one.
Yeah.
It's a rare thing to see an army consolidate into one tight-knit group. It's usually best to spread your forces out and apply delicate pressure in each place until you can break through one spot or another. This is a most unusual approach.
So perhaps with this method, we could avoid requiring supply lines at all. As long as our cleric lives, we could portal in the supplies at the end of the day. Or even at the end of every few days. Why don't
They
we-
will talk amongst
Why-
themselves for a little while about the pros and cons of portal supplies.
We should bring her here to speak through you the details. Speak you through the details. I'm just away on a mission for a few days, so I will be gone. But you should have these discussions in our absence.
They will.
I'm gonna prepare my spell list the next day. I'm gonna go to do this illusion thing in Matava.
Right, and you're gonna skywrite a phrase in the capital?
Yeah, I also want to speak to someone who speaks Matavan. I want to learn how to say these things in Matavan as well, and how to write them accurately.
Yeah,
But
you can
yeah.
get a translator here, and they can practice with you for a couple days until you can get everything just right.
Yeah, I need to be able to say it myself properly. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna prepare my spell list.
Okay. Well, anything else that needs to be talked to the queen?
I don't think so.
Anton needs to get an okay from his brothers.
To do what?
Debating on making a magical spear. I was curious if it would be okay if we were to sacrifice 14 plus 2 spears out of our 34.
Can we do
It
that?
should
Are we
be
playing
a-
Raid Shadow Legends? Can we like sacrifice 20 things to make one?
I've
big
heard
thing?
I've heard that this has happened, but I don't know if this is like.
It happened in a very specific situation.
Okay.
I mean, if it's
But-
possible, I can't imagine any of us would be against that. We would all be in favor of
No.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that we would go to. I'm assuming we would probably have to go to Heatstroke. Do it on like some consecrated area on like on an altar, and then the reason that it would be these 14 would be 4 from Matava, where we have just wrecked Vengeance, and 10 from Glacia, which has had old Vengeance wrecked upon them. Don't know what it would be for 14, but it seems pretty reasonable.
Sure.
Anton will pray about it.
That'll be one of the things I have answers for you next session.
Okay.
Did you ever make that macro to print your spells list, Neil?
No.
Good family, eh? I'm gonna type it out for you now.
Okay. Whoops. Sorry.
Are you?
The meeting with them declines and is done. Yes, I am. Christ almighty. Do we have anything left to do today? Nick, do you want to go to Zelenia and write
Yeah.
something in the sky
I
before
think we
them
can.
today?
I think we can do that pretty quickly, right? We might as well.
Yeah, because you can be just out of range of all the things. You can be invisible. You can be flying. You can show up. You can cast it, and you can get the fuck out.
Wait.
And you can do it above.
Should he roll a 1d20 to see if he ends up going accidentally the same time as the dragon on a 1 or a 2?
I completely agree. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, that's my spell list. I will roll my d20. Okay, I get a 9. My plan is
Fine.
I've got 4 polymorph selves, so I'm going to fly to. I think with 4 spells I can get to Zelania pretty easily. I'm going to fly in as a bird. I'll just pick a random spot on top of a building. I'll turn into myself, pretty immediately cast Invis, and then I'll do the advanced illusion in the sky. I write our 2 demands, and then I also have the advanced illusion, like, shout the permanent illusion, like, shout them out as well, like every 30 seconds.
What are your 2 demands?
So I think I finessed the wording before I leave, but
Sure.
it's essentially end your matriarchal slave state. Or end the practice of matriarchal slavery. Sorry, Neil.
Okay.
Because that kind of sounds like I'm telling them to end their government. I'm not. I'm just saying
Right.
end the practice of matriarchal slavery. And should I say bend the knee, or should I say like agree to the protection of? What do you think? All right, no input. I say, bend the knee and accept the protection of Queen of Valoria Wick, Emperor of Drakus. No, Emperor of Arcadia.
Something like that. Let me put it.
Yeah.
Actually, there we go.
And
Okay.
I have it shouted out as well every 30 seconds.
How do you have it shouted out?
Because it's an illusion. It's not just it's heat and sound and visual.
Oh, this is the permanent illusion spell. This isn't.
Yeah, this is permanent.
This isn't the
illusion.
spell skywriting, which is the spell specifically to write words in the sky.
Oh right, no, I don't know. I didn't even know that was a spell in second edition. I thought that was a fifth edition thing.
It might just be. I might be getting my editions mixed up.
But yeah, cast permanent illusion. So they can dispel it, but it's going to be hard for them to dispel it.
They're gonna have to get up to that range. Dispel magic has a limited range of 120 yards.
Yeah,
what's the AOE of permanent illusion?
Yeah, the AoE is. Let's have a look. So a 20-foot cube plus a 10-foot cube level, so like 150-foot cube, basically.
Or a 20
Yeah,
foot
not-
cube plus
Yeah, plus
13 10
10-foot
foot cubes. Okay.
But that's good enough to draw, like, you know, because I kind of want it to be long. And the range is 10 yards per level. So what I'll do is I'll pick, like, I don't want it to be too high that no one can hear the sound, but I want it to be high enough that it's awkward to dispel. What's the...
Right.
I don't even know what the range
Dispel
of
magic
dispel.
has a range of 120 yards.
Okay. So if I'm on a tall building and I do it at max range of 130 yards, then it should be difficult for them to dispel. Yeah, mutant.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can you do 2 of these, Nick? Anton would have told you before you went. Can you do 1 over Zelania and then 1 over... I'm sure that they have, like, a vast slave camp that is, like, doing work here. And you could tell them, like, the time is now. Like, the dragon has entered Valaria. It is your time to rise up while their forces are weak. Join Drakus and we will lend you a hand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just wasn't ready for it, but there's no reason I can't have 2 permanent illusions now.
Yeah, we would have just
Yeah.
communicated this before.
It's
yeah.
fine. You can do 2.
Yeah, so I guess.
And where's the
I
second
will-
one?
Like, I don't know, is there an obvious slave camp where they're doing loads of work?
There will be
I would assume it'd be like if
farms
you
and
fly
fields.
over here.
Yeah, maybe in this
Dispel
field somewhere. So I'll do it on
Farms
the.
and fields over here.
I'll do it on the way in when I'm in the this area here. Then. Yeah, when I'm in
Nice,
there.
this one? Yeah.
Got it.
And I'll say something like, Drakus demands Matava ends the practice of matriarchal slavery. It is your time to claim your rights and rise up against your oppressors and demand change.
You have 3 sentences that you can do, right?
No, I can write as much as I want, really.
Explain to them how Drakus has.
I mean, most of these people aren't going to be able to read, so
That's true.
yeah, I want to let's keep it short and snappy.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I do that, and then I can teleport back, and I'm pretty sure there's no risk, really.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do these things. We don't worry about it.
Sweet. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Matava dealt with. Plans for the future arranged. Now it's simply the research and magic item creation that is needed before you move on Scoria.
Yeah. Don't forget, even if we have the recipe for the scroll, we'll probably need to find some rare ingredient to make it. So there's probably one more quest in it before Scoria.
Phoenix.
Okay.
Oh, and we do want to kill a green dragon too at
Yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to kill
Got
it.
it.
Maybe 2 more quests. Stuff for the scrolls, kill a green dragon, kill Scoria.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will do that next session when we come back with more Tombs of Scoria.
Are we gonna be
That's
here next week, same time?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your camera's really out of focus, Koibu, but I love you.
Oh, by the way, if you just stop video and reopen it, that fixes it on my camera. So maybe it works on yours too.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Oh, there you go. Nice, yeah.
Okay. Well, I imagine we'll be back sometime next week. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.